Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boys Jack and Dave here, bringing you that watch along. Deforestation time. Lumberjack outfits are preferred for this, but you can wear Spurs gear as well if you are going to be chopping down the forest. And usually it's something that's, illegal or not really allowed in most countries, but I think they are giving a temporary lift and a temporary allowance of deforestation for all Spurs fans in the Nottingham area, or maybe wherever you might be, in case there's any of Forest fans around. But Dave, lots of chopping today. People are going for big score lines. Some people are very scared ahead of this game. Friday nights, maybe haven't been always the easiest of games for Tottenham. And as well, there's a lot of pressure sort of on Forest to get a result here, as well as kind of Spurs, I guess, to start climbing up the table. And we're going with the same lineup that got us a result against Newcastle, a very convincing one. Can Spurs get another convincing result tonight?
Look, ideally, yes, they should be able to get another convincing result today. Look, first of all, two choices of outfits. You can come dressed as someone that's ready to chop down trees, or you can dress as Robin Hood. That story was set in Nottingham either. So whatever one you want to be today, pick and let's go with it. But look, in terms of today's game, Jack, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm slightly apprehensive going into it because it strikes me as like the West Ham game all over again. And the thing is, Nottingham Forest, although it's not a derby, what Nottingham Forest do have on the line is trying to protect Steve Cooper and keep him in a job. So they are going to batten down the hatchets and look to play us on the counter, exactly what West Ham done to us. So for me, it comes down to how badly do we want to try and rip them open and go and score goals. Against West Ham, we sort of rested on our laurels, just expecting them to part open like the Red Sea and give us the second to kill them off. It never happened. So today, in this away game, I just want to throw caution to the wind. Get at them nice and early like we've done to every team. Get them pushed back, sitting in front of their own box like we've done to every team this season, nice and early. And go and crack the whip. Show them who's the boss. The boss is in town. We want top four. Back up that Newcastle win. That was the problem with the City result. We never backed it up against West Ham. You look at low block teams that look to play a counter-attacking football have had joy against us this season. Brentford, 2-2. Played a lot of ball sort of in front of them for large periods of the game, didn't do enough. Sheffield United just got over the line, but we were lucky that day. West Ham as well. So when you look at this sort of system and the way we play compared to the way Forest was set up against us today, it's going to be a tricky game. However, sun is the difference today. So let's go.
Let's go, indeed. Absolutely. And great build-up from yourself there, Davo. And we have plenty in the house. But just in case you maybe missed the last game, let's just hear it one more time. It is going to be the same lineup. So that is going to be Vicario in goal. Pedro Porro. Hopefully he's going to be delivering some beautiful balls into the Richie, into that penalty area today. He's playing at right back. Romero and Davies once again at center back. Udogie at left back. Bissouma, Sarr, and Kulusevski in the midfield. Hopefully we can see some of those recoveries, again from our star boy. Absolute, defensive masterclass from him in the last game. Brennan Johnson coming up against his former club. That will be interesting. See if he ends up being more motivated to score than he might usually be, or he might be a bit timid. Maybe he might not want to tap it in, or he might not want to, get stuck in, high up the pitch, off of his own teammates, because it's also his boyhood club. It's not just any sort of team, right? It's his boyhood club as well. Richarlison is going to be leading the line up front once again today, and then Sonny, our captain, our talisman, on the left wing. Let's see if he can take another victim like he did against Trippier the other night, which was absolutely terrific. But we'll go to the chat here, see what they have to say. We have Dreadlock74 in the house. Big up to you. He says, let's go, Yiddos. We have Robbie Keane saying, with the win they got on last match, expect we'll play more. Expect we'll play more. Confidence, I'll accept a win with any score, clean sheet or not. 3 points is very important today. Completely agree, my friend. We also have Mark saying, big up to you, Mark. I see a draw, unfortunately. Listen, Mark, I can see, like I sort of said in the beginning of my sort of intro, a lot of Spurs fans feel very confident, maybe a big scoreline. Some Spurs fans are kind of like, you know what, this is one of those games that, could actually be slippery. And after, such a great result against Newcastle, these are kind of the ones that can sneak up on you. So it's a fair point. You're about to say, Davo, like that, you hope it's the other
just
way
the
around.
people with lots of confidence going into today's game. I hope they're right. It'd be not better with it being Christmas time, that magical feeling in the air, to see Tottenham go and put 4 or 5 past them and give us a bit of confidence for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Ribsy85, come on, you Spurs, get the bulldozer out. We've got a forest to clear. I mean, bulldozer does make it easier, Ribsy. That is sure. That's for sure. But I think Dave's might go for the old-fashioned style. Just kind of a pickaxe in hand, maybe a big chainsaw or something like that. I think he's just going to do one forest fan at a time. He's not going to clear them all out at once. Big up to you, Ribsy85, and also really do appreciate your work earlier, my friend. It was really nice to have you on for the pre-match build-up, and everybody, please thank Ribsy as well. It kind of saved the day. He was able to make at least a front three, because if it wasn't for Ribsy, it would have been I guess just me and Dave, doing it in the beginning. So big up to Ribsy85, and also the Dermatron, the Prophet, of course, joined us later on. Big up to the Prophet. Davey Hall, big up to you, sir. Boys, big up the Flat Cap crew, hoping for a big win. Yes, Davey Hall, definitely so. Big up to you, sir.
Let's go, Davey.
Good to see you as well. Shem Tam, hopefully you're keeping well. Always good to see you, Shem Tam. Akshex is in here as well. LS Vlogs, he says, yes, guys, come on, you Spurs, 4-0 win today. Daniel Larson needs some wood for the cold. This win would help. I bet it's already getting very cold up in Norway. Daniel definitely needs some warmth from a nice Spurs win. Big up to Foggy Foam. Come on, you Spurs, not an easy place to play at, and need to start strong and pin them back early. Exactly what I said in my sort of pre-match thoughts to all the members like yourself. Big up to you, Foggy Foam. Martin Knightsbridge, big up to you, sir. Hopefully you're keeping well ahead of this game. Maybe have a few cold ones, ready for the side, or maybe watching a nice little pub of some kind. I just feel like Martin, Dave, he's a classy man. I bet when he watches his Spurs games, or he might just be watching it with like a picturesque Spain setting in the background or something like that.
Oh, look, he won't be in the pub, Jack. He's got that 80-screen inch TV on the wall, didn't he? The one that his missus didn't know he was getting. So,
that's right.
He'll be watching that. And the only thing I would say is it needs to be curved, Martin, so it gets out your peripheral as well. That would be ideal. But enjoy the game, I'm a big man. Hopefully we get the win today. Come on, let's go.
And it's good to see King Hoddle, of course. Always good to see you, sir. Warrior without a master. Good to see you. Respell. Gary Soames as well. Dark Sun G, come on, you Spurs. Love the lineup, but Dyer is already back. Why? I didn't actually get a glimpse at the substitutions there. Davo, did you see an Eric Dyer lurking in the substitutions?
Yeah, so. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. But look, right place for that. Hopefully be at another club altogether. But look, I'm not too concerned about him today, to be honest with you, Dark Sun G. I don't really see him getting any minutes, bar a catastrophe of a sending off or an injury like that. But look, I would worry about him. Ange Postecoglou knows exactly what he's doing with that situation. He's handled it very well. Even when things went, really bad, he sort of only used him when he really, really had to. So I wouldn't really be worried about it at all today. Dark Sun G. Let's get this guy out of the brain and let's focus on the great players we've got at the minute.
It conspiracy theory quickly, Dark Sun G. It could be the case that transfer window kind of coming up. You don't want to make it too obvious that he's not rated at all by the manager. So maybe he's just being included in the squad to make it more look make it look like in a way that he's more desirable to whatever club could be interested. Big up to you, Dark Sun G. Hopefully you're keeping well. I think this morning, it's maybe more of a morning game for you. So big up to you, sir. Spurs GC TV, come on, you Spurs. William McKenzie in the house. Big up to you, William McKenzie. Always good to see you, sir. We have O2C as well. Ian Cook is in here. Good evening, Dave and Jack, and everybody in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Hashtag Flat Cap Army and Harris Army. Big up to Foggy Martin. Dave Janola's in here. Slim Boy Tubbs. Come on, you Spurs. Good work as always, lads. 3-0. Got a feeling that Ange is going to be cooking here. Yeah, we definitely need him to be cooking here. Friday night, nice and cold night as well. You want your Ange to be cooking for you. You want him to be cooking up a nice 3-0, 4-0. I'm seeing so many big score lines in the chat here. Let's hope at least one of those comes true tonight. We have Dark Sun G once again. Happy to hear that Van de Ven estimated return is early January. Come on, you Spurs. Dark Sun G, I saw a hilarious, tweet. I think it was from Shan from the Cheese Room, and it was like a quote tweet from like the news about Mickey Van de Ven, and she just wrote moist, about it. And I just think, maybe even Dave, when he saw it, might have woke up with a stiffy or something, hearing about the Mickey Van de Ven. And also the Premier League, I imagine, has woken up with the opposite effect. They've woken up frightened, scared, maybe realizing that Spurs could be back to close to full strength, around that time, because Mickey Van de Ven, Madison, him coming back, Bentancur, will just start to look like just a real menace of a team again.
And that's the thing, you know. Look, great to see Van de Ven sort of back on the turf and stuff like that. But that's the thing, you know. If we can pick up points between now and January and get these guys back, I wouldn't take us out of the title race just yet, Jack, as long as we win these next 4 games until we get these guys back. When these guys come back, we'll be absolutely cooking. We didn't lose any before we got injured and things fell apart at Chelsea. So, look, let's win tonight. Let's win the next 3, get these guys back. Late title charges on. Has to win tonight, though. Have to win.
Love it, Dark Sun G. Love it, Davo. James, Paratrooper, good to see you. We have Jason Bell as well. Big up, Jason Bell. Big up, everyone. And come on, you Spurs. Always good to see you, Jason Bell. Chippy O Napoli, love the name. He said, what channel is the game on in Ireland? Not that I'm there, but I know a lad with a dodgy box. Wink, winks, Harry winks in it. Dave,
Sky Sports.
Sky Sports for you guys in Ireland? Okay.
Yeah, Sky Sports. Just get it. I think he already said it. He's got a VPN anyway, so get on it, lad. Sky Sports, lad, and you'll be able to enjoy the game tonight.
Get to watch it in the eyes of the Irish. NATO as well, just above there. And then Adrian Chia, greetings, lads, from the Bissouma Third Kit Society. Come on, you Spurs. It's a beautiful, again, number 8. Bissouma, he looks good, you know, pretty much anything, I think, you know, whatever kit he's wearing. He even was rocking one of the Christmas sweaters, what I saw in sort of the kind of team shop and everything was making me very tempted to cop one of those. And
was that the Christmas Eve one?
Yeah. I think they even did the promo of it with him, and I think it was Vicario, you know, there was like raining some snow or something on him. It looked very good, actually, Adrian Chia. So it's like I said, it's a very cool, you know, kind of just, you know, the right type of people who are wearing that Bissouma Third Kit.
Big up, Adrian G. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. Let's go, lad. Big game tonight. Big game. But I wouldn't mind a goal from Bissouma tonight. That would be absolutely unbelievable. He's long overdue one.
No, definitely long overdue. Tottenham LSG, good to see you. Keith Edwards, really good to see you. Says Poro will be key again tonight. I mean, he's in my fantasy team, Keith, so I hope he's delivering. You know, he's been actually much better than actually some of my other sort of defenders that I've been using recently. I've been relying on some big Pedro Porro performances, and his stats right now is up there with some of the best fullbacks in the league. Can he put up another big performance? Tottenham Hotspur 1-2-3, good to see you. Min Chi, good to see you as well. Tottenham Tom is in the house as well. Come on, let's do this. Get a win. Hope everyone as well. Big up Dave and Jack. Echo Man as well is in the house. George Kadaris, Richie to go on a scoring streak, I hope. Let's hope so, Georgie. And then Dark Sun G saying Richie and Son goal incoming. Yeah. Come on, you Spurs. Let's win today. Dave, I did say to you in the back end, you know, Richie brace. We're sort of secretly really hoping for Richie brace because it could mean a lot of good things for Spurs, a lot of good things for Richie. Just sort of a win-win scenario for kind of either person, I think, or either situation, or, you know, both parties. And Sonny, I mean, it's just, he's kind of a bang on, I think, in most situations to score or provide something, an assist or a goal. But Richie, that's the one I think today we're really hoping that he has another good performance.
Yeah, look, I'll start with Sonny just quickly. I mean, the fact that Sonny has shown he can be equally as good off the left, I'd argue better off the left, and as good up front, just goes to show the caliber of the player he actually is. You know, I don't think he gets enough praise in that sort of regard. You know, you hear so many times at Tottenham, but this guy plays this position, not that position. And I've always said the sign of a good player can play multiple positions. You know, football ain't a hard game whatsoever. We make it out to be a lot more difficult than what it is. But Sonny's been equally effective in both. So, Dark Sun G, just pose the question back to you, my man. What do you think his son's best position and why? Let me know on that. But in terms of Richarlison, Jack, like I said in the pre-match build-up, hasn't scored in back-to-back games since Everton. However, Nottingham Forest, he does tend to play well against them for Tottenham. He had his best game of the season last season. This is a big moment for Richarlison. He's had every excuse under the book, you know, in terms of injuries and stuff going off the pitch and stuff like that. And I don't mean that to dig at the lad, but realistically, he has. Now is his opportunity to try and get a bit of momentum behind kickstarting his Tottenham career. It is a huge night for him. You know, being Tottenham Hotspur striker is not the easiest thing to do in the world. It comes with a demand, especially with some of the guys that he has to follow, the likes of Harry Kane, Robbie Keane, Berbatov. You know, you've had the great, all the way back to the great Jimmy Greaves. You know, he has big shoes to fill, and it comes with a lot of pressure at Tottenham Hotspur. Now's the true test whether he can handle that pressure or not. Because realistically, we need a goal scoring threat that's going to score week in, week out. Yeah, obviously a striker doesn't score every week. He has the odd week, but most weeks. Now's the chance for him to double up tonight. Let's go, Richie. I've been a big defender of the guy. So have you, Jack, and it's about time he repays us. Let's go, Richie.
We need someone else to lean on in these games to score other than Sonny, I think. And this is one of those games where it's going to be low block defensive. We need somebody to also step up with the goals because Sonny could be taken out of the game, for all we know, because it might be just one of those low block defensive nights from, Forest where they really try to lock him up. But we need someone else to take on the pressure. Level Earth is in here as well. Good to see you, sir. We also have Kulusevski football. Always good to see you. And I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody in that list there. No, I don't think I'm not. But Dark Sun G
so
today, Johnson Darby, and Dark Sun G saying today Johnson Darby, and next week is Richie 6 points incoming. Richie's Darby is coming up with Everton, and Johnson's is today. Both have huge attachments to those clubs. Richie in the case of Everton, and Johnson in the case of Forest. I'm just asking Dark Sun G. Does Johnson sort of want to then maybe score one just to prove to Forest fans, what what he's kind of doing here and everything like that, and that he is sort of making that transition to a bigger club? Or does he maybe go into it a bit timid? Also, maybe he receives a lot of love from the fans. Kind of might not be as sort of energetic to want to get stuck in on former teammates, all that sort of stuff. I just don't know. I really don't know, my man. But Dark Sunji, I'm curious to see how Johnson sort of handles himself in this one. Richie is a funny one. I think Richie might be a guy that sort of just almost wants to maybe score against anybody, maybe against Everton. He'd be the guy to probably score like 2 or 3, I think, just to, have a good time. But Davo, I mean, the Johnson and Richie Darby.
Yeah, look, a big, massive night for Johnson. Now's the opportunity for him to step up and show why Tottenham paid that big money, but also show Nottingham Forest fans that he made the right move to step up, right? Look, he's been sort of inconsistency since he's arrived, but tonight is a night where everything can come together. So go out and prove to everybody why you made this move, why there was such a big outlay on you, and why you were right to do it. So go out and get that done tonight. In terms of Richarlison next week, look, I've no doubt that he'll be up for it. It's just the sort of mentality that the guy has. It's just up to us to get the job done. The last thing we want to do is lose to them lot. I'm not a big fan of Everton. They're pretty much a tin pot club. There's a reason why they're nicknamed the Toffees, because they always get chewed up and spit it out. However, Sean Dyche does like to make the life difficult. And, there's a reason why teams keep hiring him in the Premier League, because he's well able to do it. So it's going to be a tough game. But look, 2 big games. Let's go and get 6 points. That's what we're here for.
And then Rowan Kumar, member for 6 months as a Flat Cap member. Big up to you, Rowan. Says Friday win to kick off the football weekend. Come on, you Spurs. Exactly right. Friday night under the lights. Can Spurs kick off the weekend in the right way for us, Rowan? Let's hope so. Thank you for your 6 months of service, my friend. Really do appreciate it. And then I also believe you're in the fantasy league, and I think you're pretty high up there, Rowan, if I'm trying to remember correctly. I think you're pretty high up there in that fantasy league. So hopefully you have a good weekend of fantasy as well. Maybe a Pedro Porro's in your team. He can deliver tonight. Maybe a certain Richarlison's in your team. He can deliver tonight. Or also definitely a Sonny's got to be in your team. Big up to you, Rowan. And really do appreciate 6 months as well. Thank you, my man. Dark Sun G21 says, did you see Ange's comments on transfers? Love it, Dave. He wants a Christmas present delivered early this January window.
Look, he wants transfers. Obviously earlier rather than later. You look at the injury crisis we have. And I think the reason why he's calling for them is because he obviously doesn't believe in some of the guys he's got here, despite them being in his squad, which is a huge problem for a manager. So look, it's up to the club now. I think Ange Postecoglou has done enough to prove that he deserves to be backed. He's brought the fans together. He's brought, a lot more out of the players. The majority of his signings, they've all been hits. So for me, there's no excuse not to go and back him. And I don't want to hear any U-turn on a centre-back. That's a centre-back we were promised last January under Antonio Conte. We were told 2 in the summer, only got 1, so they still owe us 1. Go and get the job done. No excuses. I don't want to hear you can't go and get the quality. You pay the right money, you will go and get the quality. And the reason why Spurs left themselves in that position is because they didn't want to do it in the summer. So it's up to them now. Over to you, Daniel.
Ed Sweeting says, "Come on, you Spurs, need the win here, big time. Keep the good energy. I wouldn't worry about this score. Forest are conceding very few goals at home. Maybe it could be a case where it's a close affair." Hey, big up to you, Ed Sweeting, though. Adrian Brown's in the house as well. Big up to you, Adrian Brown. Just pulled the bus to one side to watch the game.
Legend.
That's funny one. Yeah, it's gonna have to be buses out of service all of a sudden. Buses out of service. Tottenham game is on.
There'll be someone standing at the bus stop, Jack. They'll be sitting there waiting to get home for the game or waiting to go to something, and they'll be going mad.
Legend.
What's the bus driver doing? Oh, the bus must have broken down. No, he's just chilling out watching Tottenham.
Absolute legend, Adrian. And Teddy Lark, morning lads, big up to you, Teddy. Dark Sun G, let's win today and see the Gooners lose and Man United batter. Come on, you Spurs. It's probably the nice thing about playing first, right, Dark Sun G, is we get the win today. We just get to sort of watch from, the a higher position and just see if everybody else crumbles, after us. And I am going to be watching Man United get absolutely torn apart by Liverpool. Believe me, Dark Sun G, that is going to be a spot in my schedule. And I've said to you before, I do enjoy feasting on the bones of Man United's kind of drama and despair. Big up to you, Dark Sun G. And let's hope that maybe somebody can pull off a miracle against the Gooners and maybe knock them off their pedestal. John Fitzpatrick in the house. Big up, and Dave and Jack, what channel is the game on, says John?
Sky Sports, my man. It's on Sky Sports over here in Ireland, lad.
Yeah, big up to you, Johnny boy. Hopefully you're all right. We also have Dark Sun G again saying, in February, once Sun Sar Bissouma returns, we will go on a run. In February, I think hopefully we also have kind of our returns of Bentancur. Maybe hopefully by then, if he comes back early, Dark Sun G, of course, Mickey Van de Ven, Madison, he's kind of more in a late return, but I think it still might be around that February period. So like we sort of said, once Van de Ven comes back, then those other guys come back kind of almost shortly afterwards. We start to look like kind of the serious contender and the serious team that we can be. And there's still plenty of games afterwards after that, so we can definitely go on a run then. Let's hope we can go on a run now, Dark Sun G. There are some big games and difficult games that we have ahead of us, but this is one where if we win one of these, it could convince us to to go on a real run here. Let's hope that we do. And
no, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. We need to go on a run now, and we need to go on a run when they get back. We just need to go out for the rest of the season and win the majority of games. The Premier League ain't going to get any easier. It's getting more and more competitive. So it's up to us now to go and put the points on the board. Stop showing these weak frailties that we always show. Put a run together and let's show the true potential of what we're made of.
Yeah. And Shawnee Maddox is in the house. Good to see you, Shawnee, always. Good to see you, Dono Vision, Dono Osterreicher, Richie Double. Big up to you, Donovan. We also have two Duncan in the house. Al Ben is in the house. Good to see you, Al Ben, as always. Darren Kilbane's in here. Good to see you, Darren Kilbane. And then Dark Sun G saying, looking forward to the Dyche Derby this weekend. Yeah, that is going to be fun to see him. Could he be, I don't know, somebody like Dyche, is he going to just go for his own tactics, just put it on steroids, ahead of this game where it's just long ball only? If anybody plays a sideways pass, he's benching them immediately. Dark Sun G, is he going to go Beto and, Calvert-Lewin up top? That would be pretty fun, just go absolute large man's only kind of situation. But they are really playing quite well, I think, Everton. And I think Burnley, under Company right now, kind of look like one of the worst teams, I think, in the Premier League. They looked all right maybe in the recent game, but for the most part, they've looked pretty much all out of sorts, really, and they do look like they're going to get relegated and sent right back, in my opinion. And Everton look like they are not going to get relegated this season, whereas in previous ones, they did look like they could have gotten relegated, whereas this one, there's just no chance. And I think Dyche is going to be quite motivated for, an absolute pounding, on his former side, and then he'll be giving a nice, warm, gentle wave, to them after he does it. But let's hope that we give Forest a similar pounding like maybe Dyche might do this weekend, Dark Sun G.
Look, one thing Dyche will do next weekend, Jack, is go long ball. It's the easiest way to beat our press. He ain't going to get them players to risk passing it sideways into trouble because he knows the danger we pose. So he will go long ball. Next week will be a very difficult game against them. But look, I'm not worried. We're the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. We play the way we want to. Let's not forget that,
Play the way we want to.
And it seems to work for us.
Well said, Dave. Well said. We do play the way we want to. And we're going to tear apart whoever comes in front of us. Deforestation for tonight, though, Dark Sun G. Wherever you are, my friend. Like I said, temporarily allowed just for this evening or just for this morning, for this little period. You can go about your deforestation. We have Kate as well, celebrating 3 months. Big up to you, Kate. And she says, big up, Dave and Jack. Come on, you Spurs. Hopefully you are well, Kate. If you're watching alongside Jim, let us know. Maybe you guys are watching this one. I would say maybe hopefully not as nervous or, as anxious as maybe other games. But like I said, some people are thinking this could be a close affair. Some people are thinking this could be a pretty, I wouldn't say easy win, but one where Spurs could get a big scoreline from. So it's like I said, it's you could have either take. I think is totally fine ahead of this one. And Friday night, I hope you enjoy your Friday night as well, Kate.
Big up, Kate. Great to see you in. Hopefully you and Jimbo and the young lad as well are all sitting down at the telly Friday night, tucked in, fire on, maybe a chipper on the table. That would be nice. And ready to go for this game today. Hopefully we get a big win. People, please show Kate and Jimbo a lot of love. I do enjoy listening to their lunchtime streams when I'm sitting here trying to come up with questions or, doing thumbnails or graphics and stuff like that. So big yourselves up and hopefully you're doing well.
Also, big up to Daniel Horton. I saw Daniel Horton, our man out in Alaska as well. Hopefully you're all right. And Looper Kyle. But we got kicked off. Let me get caught up here with the scoreboard and everything, everybody. But might have to just zoom ahead 10 more seconds. But Spurs have actually gone long ball themselves in the first opening minutes here.
Yeah, trying to get Brennan Johnson away, but the clearance has come straight back to Tottenham. It's Ben Davies on the ball. Gets that out to Adoji. He's got space to run into. He uses it onto Sonny. Sonny looks to come inside.
Getting absolutely crunched immediately.
What are we watching? WWE or football? Fucking hell. Two of them crunched them. It's a joke. Where's the yellow card, ref? And do you know what? You watch. One challenge we make pulls out the yellow straight away. I bet you. By the way, Dark Sunji, Michael Oliver's in the VAR room. He did send off Romero against Chelsea, so I've no doubt he'll be scrutinising every tackle he makes tonight. That's another one on him. Jesus Christ, ref! Are you blind? Supposed to be Gillette, the best a man can get. What's Gerrard doing in there? Fucking hell. They're just stomping on him like he's a trampoline at a kid's party.
Uh-oh, we got a mask Kulu again.
Yeah, the Robin Hood mask. I asked him, he said he'd wear it. Interesting, he broke his nose or something like that. Madness.
That's what it's from. Wow, didn't know.
Oh, here. Look at him. Most people have to pay to touch Sonny, and this guy's getting to put his hands all over him for nothing.
Dark Sun G saying Man United 4th in Champions League law while we're 2nd, Spurs over Man United. I mean, when it comes to the Champions League, Dark Sun G, I actually found it really funny that everybody thinks it all of a sudden is shit now, that all these, kind of Premier League teams are out of it. I'm like, it's a competition. Like, they won fair and square. Like, these other teams, like, they're ahead of them because they played better than, whatever the Premier League's played, over that time. I just found it to be an absurd take that all of a sudden, like, there are no elite teams or something in the Premier or in the Champions League. That was just absurd sort of logic. But Man United, once again, embarrassing themselves. Always great to see, Dark Sun G. But Spurs going out wide here to Sonny.
Can he find that ball? Pulls it back to Romero. Rombom driving forward. Come on, Romy. Oh, great ball.
Oh, and the Sonny!
Sonny!
Oh, no! Saved. Oh, I thought he was burying that for certain.
What start that would have been.
Lovely bit of play.
Sonny again. That's it. Make him go backwards.
Oh, couldn't connect with Kulu. Kulu couldn't connect with him, I mean.
We are starting fast today, Jack.
Oh, it almost looked like a certain goal there for Sonny.
Oh, you were so close. So close.
Lovely from Kulu. Look at that strength. Look at that strength from Kulu as well. Beautiful ball in. Ooh, tried to slide it past him. Didn't maybe go for a lot of power. Just tried to sort of tuck it past him. Good leg, actually, from the Yank.
Oh, it's a good save. It's a good save.
Yank and goal, Dave, as well.
Yeah.
American goalkeeper. Maybe got Turner, I think.
Yeah, Turner, yeah. But look, good start as you mean to go on. That's what they say. Big up Sue Smith. Good to see you in the building. Big up Big T joining us as well. And James Coffey says, Forest has the biggest pitch in the EPL. Hopefully Spurs make use of that space. Porro, Doji, Son and Johnson. 100%, lad. It could come back to bite them with the devastating pace we've got in them areas. You know, we have to exploit that today. You're absolutely spot on. And Jack, it looks like we are exploiting that earlier on, right? First ball down Johnson's side, and the next few have been down Sonny's side. We're not really looking to go through the middle.
No, and I guess the benefits of having a huge pitch like this is that it does give players that sort of comfort to sort of stand on the touchline, make the pitch, wider and bigger, and it doesn't feel like also the crowd is right on top of you as well, which can be nice. So it definitely does promote, maybe our sort of play. Funny enough, I thought it was West Ham that probably had the biggest pitch in the Premier League, not actually, the City Ground. I thought it would have been West Ham.
No, West Ham have the furthest stands away, Jack. You bring binoculars.
That's right.
Like you're going on a safari. Honestly, you have to get dressed like you're going on a safari. It's fucking ridiculous.
Big up to you, James Coffey. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. Friday night. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And wherever you are in the USA. Hopefully you have a good weekend, my man. Big up to you, James Coffey.
Big up, James. And look, if we don't, I'm pretty sure we will, but if we don't see you before Christmas, happy Christmas, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah, but we got to make use of that space, like you say.
That's 3 fouls on Son. Is he going to pull out a yellow card? Jack, we need to pat him down. See if he's got them.
Big up fan reactions. Big up KM. Good to see you as well. Big T's in the house. Big up to you, Big T. Did you go with Johnson on the goal, my man? Did you go with Johnson? Let me know, Big T. And Dan Coys as well saying, evening, Dave and Jack. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Big up to you, Danny boy. We absolutely love you, my man. Thanks for always tuning in for any of the games. Yeah. I know for the away games, you're probably just watching it, kind of with us. But even when, you're going to the game, we appreciate they always still send in a message and everything like that. Big up to you. Pedro Porro.
Oh, big up, Dan. Absolutely spot on. Jack's spot on. Whether you're at the games, whether you're not, you'll always find the time to throw in a message, my man, no matter how busy life is. So I really do appreciate that, brother, and big yourself up. Hopefully we can get the win, my man. And Big T, Jack, I was just going to say, he can't watch the game anymore. That's why he's turned on the watch along. He broke his telly when someone's about to score.
Oh, my man. Big up, Tyler. Steve D's in the house as well. Big up to you, Steve D. A couple of great early balls from BD. Who's BD?
Ben Davies.
Ben Davies, of course. Sorry.
Yeah,
Big up to you, Stevie D. Hopefully you're all right, Stevie.
Home. That's it, big dog. It's ours. Well done. Don't touch him. You're not allowed. Get off him. Oh, what's the line-up doing? He needs to go to Specsavers and get a fucking eye test. Big Andrew's even baffled. Steve Cooper looks like he's on drugs. Oh, unlucky by a Doji. Sarr picks it up to Ben Davies, across to Romero. Get it out to Pedro. Look at him, he's in acres of space. Could land a plane in that. Let's go.
Rambam.
Oh, I'd love a goal from him today. That'd send me delirious. I'd go and celebrate by having a nice long bat.
Bissouma is picking up a very wide position on the left here. Plays a little too far in front of Sonny. Or whoever. No, it was a Doji, sorry.
What's he expecting to do with that?
No, it's way too far in front of him.
Doesn't even do him.
Big up Monkey Allen.
Big up, lad.
King Hoddle saying Sonny's giving Williams a headache already. Like I said, maybe you can turn him into another Trippier.
3 fouls on him already, you know what I mean? And there's a 4th foul. Pull out your fucking cards.
Good win by Richie, though. Pedro Porro could it be another almost a really nice delivery. Oh, surely he wasn't off. I guess he was. Ooh, Pedro. He doesn't like when he doesn't deliver.
They look up for it, which is a huge plus. That was my worry, Would they come into this game with a bit of ego or something like that? But they look bloody up for it, which is good.
He looked well on there. Big up Skunky Works.
Come on, Spurs. It's only a matter of time before we rip them up and score. Win that.
Miscommunication with Vicario and Romero, but Romero's the coolest head in the building. Even cooler again from Romero. Well done, sir. Vicario. Oh,
Oh,
not enough on it, but we get away with it.
perfectly
Well done
weighted,
from
Jack.
Sar.
Perfectly
Oh,
weighted,
but Sar
Archie.
gives
Oh,
it
no
away
pass.
instead. Didn't expect that.
It's
Just,
poor
I
by
guess he
Papa.
must have not seen that Forest player. Just standing in front of him. Ball in,
Ball in the
cleared away by
box.
Davies. Well done, Pedro or Johnson stuck a foot out. Bissouma,
Want to win
great
it
win
back.
there.
Well done, Bissouma.
Oh, not a great pass again from Bissouma.
His passing has been crap so far.
Yeah.
Come on, big. Come on, big Bissouma. Let's go.
Call was handball, not offside, says Sean Maddox. I see. Thank you, Shawnee.
Someone smash him. 2 seconds too
Sir!
long. Well done. It's another yellow.
He's not giving anything there. Well, that's
Well done,
throwing.
Sar. He was already instructed not to, Jack. You know, they can't have Tottenham breaking it.
Pedro Porro throwing for him.
Well done. Great little flick. On to Bissouma. We're out of the trouble. Let's go. Good ball out wide. Ben Davies. Good ball into Sonny's feet. Sonny back to Benjamin. Can we get any runners going in behind? Ben waiting for Forest players to come out and press him. Switches it to Romero.
Romero
What
wide
can the wrong man do?
to the Sar boy. Sar
It's
legs.
tidy.
Davies.
That's it. Go on.
He's got
into that
time
space.
to pick something out. Goes to Dogie next to him.
Onto
Sonny.
Sonny. Dozie on the overlap, but does he use them? Goes back to Ben Davies. Forest sitting nearly everyone. Actually,
Just making them drop deeper and deeper.
Right
Just
the
making
ball.
Forest drop deeper and deeper. Spurs not really
Pretty sure I
taking
can see
any
the bus
risks
driver
at
at
the
centre
moment.
back as well.
Not taking any risks at the moment yet, Spurs.
No, here we go.
Sonny gets sort of triple teamed. Loses out. Forest
done
clear
the
out
homework on
to Gibbs White.
He does well there.
Oh, he does well. They clear out. But Spurs do well actually getting back. Spurs do very well getting back. Good actual recovery from really the whole team there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really
Everyone
couldn't.
made an effort to get back.
And this is where we want them right here, is trying to play out. We win it. Bad clearance. Well done. Come on, Kulu. Touch it on to Sonny. Come on, son. Please. Oh, no. Maybe Richie, not the right guy. Sonny, can he have a curler?
Go on.
Ooh, deflected. Out for a throw. And oh, I didn't think Sonny should have been selfish there. He should have been selfish.
Yeah.
I don't know if Richie was the right option. Richie looked well covered. Great win, though, from Bissouma. And then good job by Kulusevski to get a foot onto that. Touch it into Sonny's path.
Pedro Porro, can he deliver? Busy time of the year for him.
One of Santa's main delivery man. He's got 2-time job right now, Pedro. Kulu.
Good ball out. Kulu, well done.
Almost with Richie there. Pedro, good ball. Into the keeper's arms. Yeah, it's Sonny and Richie on the back post.
Win that. Don't let them out. Don't let them out.
Get there, Doji. Well done, Romero.
Oh, well read. You read that, Romero.
Forrest are just going to try to do that almost every time. Desperately try to get forward, catch us out.
Yeah.
Probably force it in most cases. Like they have done there. But Spurs, I mean, so far, much better chances. We've almost had some almost clear openings, you could say, but good, actually good save on one of them. And then maybe just didn't take the right option there. Both, I would say, two of the best chances have come to Sonny, though, so far. Two of the best chances.
Switch of play by Ben Davies. He's growing in confidence.
Richie. Oh, well done. Win that back. Well done.
Well
Great work.
bloody done. Get in the box. Put it in there, Porro.
Johnson. Whips it in. Ooh. Bissouma, what a touch. Oh. They go long. Well done by Romero.
Porro. Onto Davies. Davies back to Porro. That's it. Use that right hand side now. He comes inside to Papa Massar. Jack, can you send me a fresh link for the game, lad, please?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, come on, Spurs. Let's break them down. The longer this game goes on, the worse it'll be for us. Chippy saying it's a training ground tempo. Yeah, look, I get that. Nomad also saying it's a bit too slow. And then Skunkwork says, so far trying the usual play through the eye of a needle. Yeah, look, I completely get that. I completely get that. We need to be doing a little bit more to try and break them down. I definitely agree with that, but that will come. It's a ball out to Papa. Get it back.
Into Pedro.
Deliver it.
Lovely into Johnson. Oh, my Lord. He absolutely skies that. I'm not even sure what he's going for there. What's he even going for?
He's crossing so bad.
Ripsy85. Sick cross, bro.
I have that flat cap.
Smart looking man there, flat cap army.
Yeah, they're becoming popular, them flat caps. Look, nearly a whole stand full of them.
That's a classy looking Spurs fan right there. Looking like a classy Spurs fan in that away end.
Tuesday taking a tourney to get on with goal kicks and stuff. Cario. Out to Porro. Drive into that space. You don't need 4 passes.
Pedro. Choose his own space. Well done, Pedro.
There we go. It's better.
Bissouma. Oh, Doji. Could have. Doji taking more of a central position. Out wide to Kulusevski. Tried to find Richie on the run. Not a great header by Bissouma there. Bissouma's just struggling to connect with his passes. He's doing well defensively, but he's struggling to connect with his passes.
It's becoming a very frustrating game already.
16 minutes in, like I said, probably the 2 best chances of the game so far have come to Sonny. Even Johnson there, though, had a decent chance to put in a good ball, did not take it.
Yeah.
So we are breaking through them. It's not like we're being completely frustrated so far.
Come on, Spurs. City or Forest with the throw in. On the right hand side on the halfway line. Gone for a launch down into our own box. So pushing the back. Yep, well done. Yates pushing. Who was that? Bissouma? Yep, free kick all day. Get on with it quickly while they got players up. Out to the Porinator. Let's go. Big switcher play. Tries to find Sonny. Not a bad idea. Brendan Johnson trying to get on the end of it. It's a corner kick. You'll have that.
No, they haven't given it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What are they, against Tottenham? Are they anti-Tottenham? Seriously. Drive me mad. Oh, Turner, will you get on with it? How long do you need? That's why we can't let the ball go out and play. Every team takes 20 minutes to take set piece against us and use that as a breather. Referee, it's supposed to be 30 seconds. Oh, Morgan Gibbs-White. Well done, Davies. Great tackle. Yeah, stop moaning. About time something went against you. Shut up. Gibbs-White going at the line over there. Tottenham now taking an 30. What's this? Game of set pieces.
Oh, Martin Knightsbridge saying that was Johnson's dad in the Spurs flat cap and scarf. Oh, very classy from him.
Was it?
Maybe.
Good style.
If that's right, interesting. Maybe he's a Spurs fan.
Very good style.
Udoji. Sonny.
On to Sonny.
Can he get there?
Tries to pull it back. Not more he can do.
Just a little
there,
heavy. No. Gibbs White wins out.
They're in
Play
behind.
down the wing here. Romero, please. Oh, good save from
Oh!
Vic.
Is that saver off the bar?
They've now blown offsides, though. I think now Vic saved that.
How's the Lange now?
Bissouma didn't read the pass really there. Debatable whether he's offside, but, you know, they waited till play was over there. Yeah, it's a good save from Vicario.
Great save. With his speed, he really doesn't need to be offside at all. That's shocking.
You think he was? I don't think he was off.
What did the line not give it for then?
He just blew it after he finished the play. That's all it was.
Oh.
You know, it's one of those where they have to wait to see until he gets a shot off or whatever. Sonny, great pass into great pass into Udogie. Silly foul as well. That was a great pass. We also had Richarlison, whoever that was, right next to him. He could have touched that onto as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, Dave, I think we are breaking through them.
We're trying. We're struggling when we get to the final third. That's the issue.
Yes. Yeah. Ball in behind. Romero, can he deal with it? Does well.
Well done. I think it's a game where we just have to be patient. Once we get one, the rest will come.
Almost feels like that Luton Town game, maybe a bit.
Yeah. That's it, Romero. Shove them up the pitch.
Poppy
Gives
Sarr.
The ball to Sarr. The ball to Johnson. Back to Sarr.
Starboy.
In the moments there, I'd love to see Johnson just get on the ball, turn and go at his man.
Yeah. Like I said, maybe he's playing a bit within himself. He could be tonight.
Yeah. Romero on the ball. What can he do? Good ball into Bissouma. Good option.
Davies. Sonny. Oh, great first time into Richie. Richie, can he hold on to it?
Oh,
referee, he's not giving you it. Richie's not giving it.
Picks it up.
Well done, Udogie, to pick it up there. Great first time pass from Sonny and Richie there. He's had two good. We probably created our most chances down this left-hand side.
Sonny back to Davies. Nottingham Forest sitting every man behind the ball. Tottenham find it very, very tough when we get to the final third to sort of get any space to even play a ball into. Romero back to Big Vic. Come on, Spurs. We're looking pretty toothless right now. Apart from that chance we had right at the start, we haven't really created too much. Poor by
back giveaway. Well done, Romero.
Well done.
Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Romero.
Fucking defending.
Thank you, sir.
Wake up. That's an alarm call now.
Oh, my Lord.
That and the offside one is an alarm call. Use it and go and put them to bed.
Sarr getting the move started out wide to Johnson. It's running away from goal. Davies into Kulusevski.
He's barely touched the ball. Come on, Kulu. Get on it, kid.
That's a good point, actually. Kulu's not really been in the game. Can't really say any of the midfielders have.
No.
Sarr boy.
Spurs are trying to draw them out, but like, fuck me, at some point you have to just go at them.
Yeah, take more risks here. I think Sonny's doing a good job of it. He's played these first-time passes. He's played these nice first-time balls into the box or into Richie when he's gotten the chance, and we've created the most chances down that side, but been pretty toothless so far, though. Okay. Into Kulu. Come on, sir.
Kulu.
Ref.
Yeah.
Ref. I feel like somebody got dragged there. Good save again from Turner. I feel like someone was getting dragged down there. Forget who it was. Kulusevski or Johnson. Oh, Kulu just rode the challenge there. Oh, good touch from Johnson. Nice little poke.
Oh, so close handball.
Woo.
Maybe.
Took a nasty little bounce.
Unlucky.
Good save.
Tottenham with the corner. Come on, Porro.
Poor Nader. Come
Come
on
on,
now.
big dog.
Whip it in, man.
Oh, he couldn't wait to get on the camera. Look at him. He couldn't wait to make it about me. Fuck me. Let him take the corner. He's just about to swing it in. Gobshite. Referee couldn't help it.
Oh!
Oh, just
Davies!
over the bar from Ben Davies. Oh, lucky.
So close there from Davies. Right in the mixer. Right in the middle of all those bodies. He somehow rises and gets to it. Fair play to him.
He does so well.
It's almost, he's close in front of the goal. It's hard to keep it down, I guess. Davies, cushioned header into Udogie. Udogie, that's a foul, ref. That's another foul. Sir. Sir, can we get a foul? Davies Cook, says William McKenzie. Come on, Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
He did so well to get up there as well amongst all the bodies.
Come on, Tottenham.
Oh, long throw. Look at they've even got a guy with a towel. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, might as well get the LeBron, sort of powder, to throw into the air, make it a real festival.
Fuck me.
Listen, everybody, this is going to be they're making a big meal of their best chance at the game here with this throw-in. Spurs, someone clears it, but it's not in the right direction. Come out. Oh, Sonny win. No, please!
Well
What,
done,
Vic? Vic!
Fucking well done again.
I felt like he could have caught it there. Unless it was shot right at him. I couldn't tell. It's a weird camera angle. Oh, Doji, that's, to not make it easier with that clearance. Taps it on. Vicario palms it away, straight away, right at them.
That was a great block by Romero on the rebound, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway.
Interesting from Vic.
Well done, Johnson.
Gets tackled, loses out. Spoke early.
The press doesn't seem to be as effective today either,
No, that's fair. Forest are just kind of going long, though, I feel like, in a lot of occasions like there.
Yeah.
Not even kind of like Dyche might, sort of not really allowing us to even press them. Well done. Saw it, cleared out by Davies. Got to be there, Poro. Or Bissouma. It wasn't that bad of a pass.
Forest fans sense a chance here.
Yep, another long throw-in.
Yeah, where's the towel boy? What's he being paid? How much do you reckon he gets paid, Jack, in this day and age of football? About $1,000 for that?
I don't know. But I imagine he's done a very good job in keeping that towel dry. And I bet he's doing his job very adequately as towel boy. Oh, they win it again. Oh, good block. Cleared away.
Well on, sir.
Great block. Away.
Jack, have you got a different stream? This one keeps freezing on me all the time. It's like freeze framing at times.
Yeah, I could try
if
to
you
refresh.
don't, you don't. I'll just.
I
stick with it.
don't. But I could text Nick.
I think it's probably to do with the TV company. This has happened before where they don't like it being shared, so they slow it down every time the ball's in play. Like, it works perfectly when there's no action. As soon as we get a bit of action, it's freezing. Come on, Spurs. 27 minutes in. We haven't even created much. We're better than this. Bit lackluster. What are you looking for here? VAR check. Yep, VAR check.
For a handball?
Yeah.
Oh, no
They're
way.
looking for a handball on a dozy.
On his back. On his back. Or maybe with the whoever's on the ground afterwards.
He's getting instructions anyway as well off the coach, which is good. He wants him to overlap Sonny, I think, is the instruction. Take players with you on the overlap. Good to see them issuing instructions, though, because we have to try something. You're sitting everyone behind the ball. It's difficult. Postecoglou doesn't look impressed, though.
Someone's down.
Who's down?
Is it Porro? I think it's Porro, right?
Please.
No, it's Johnson.
Skip had his top off. It's back on now.
Monkey Allen saying Talboy also does the halftime oranges.
It's ridiculous. There's a job for everything now. Where's our job, Jacko?
So is it? It's Johnson that's down. Some people are saying.
Must be in a bad way. It's taking some time. I'll be surprised if he gets up and lasts the game.
Everyone's really upset to see Skip warming up.
That just means Kulu will go out onto the right then, doesn't it? And Skip will come into the middle.
He's not gone for
It's not good enough. Where's the creativity come from? Gio's injured.
Gio's injured, that's right.
Realistically, it's him or Højbjerg.
Yeah.
Or he could bring on Gill and put him out that side. No, it's Ollie Skip. He looks like he's getting ready. Yeah.
Yep. Pants are coming off.
Why Skip?
Paul Markey. He's also
Why?
Paul Markey's probably double upset. Skip is coming in and Gio is out injured. His favorite is one of his favorites. Poor Paul. Whereas Hill says William McKenzie. I think Hill is available. I just don't think he trusts him at the moment in either midfield or on the wing. He just doesn't seem to trust Hill, which is a sad case.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It'd be the sort of game where Hill could unlock the door,
Yeah, I'm curious
why. It's a head injury as well with Johnson.
Serious one by the looks of things. He was down for a while.
He won't play on there. I remember Postecoglou
must have been bleeding.
Must
have been bleeding by the looks of things, because they're bandaging him up.
He won't play on though. Remember Postecoglou when Romero was fine to come back in. He took him off. Start of the season, it was in a game because of the head injury, so he won't run that risk. He'll bring on Skip now for sure.
Well, we have a moment. Sad for Johnson, though, yeah. Sad for Johnson here. Up against his former club. You don't like to see that. Yeah, no, it's a really bloody one. Damn, he's took a real gash. You see his elbow there, Dave. Jeez. Poor man.
Right on the forehead as well. That would probably take stitches.
Jeez, ouch.
Jesus Christ, he can't even see straight.
Well, I'm glad I missed the replays for it. I don't really want to see something that leads to something like that. That's horrible. I'm sorry.
What was it, an elbow?
It must have been. And that sort of thing, it must have been an elbow of some kind. That's sad to see.
Where's the VAR check on that?
Yeah, to be fair. Maybe that's what it was about.
No, they were looking at a Doji handball.
Well, I mean, they should have been looking at that. I mean, how the hell
great.
did that happen? Poor guy.
Right, Ben, let's go. Back on the way.
Yep, Skip is in the game. Oh, Bissouma gives it away.
He's been fucking woeful this evening, and they're in.
Oh, Ben Davies. No, he just does well enough.
No.
Just does well enough.
Fuck me, Bissouma needs to wake up.
Man, he's not done well.
3 balls he's after giving away.
Skippy here. No, Sonny. Bissouma.
If he does it again, haul him off too.
Nick could be sending a link your way, Dave.
No worries, brilliant.
Pedro Porro into Sar.
Romero. Shitball again. For fuck's sake, Tottenham, wake up! Like, this is what you shouldn't be doing against teams like this, where it's hard enough anyway to break them down. It's just give away shit, sloppy ball.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying the midfield had been atrocious. Al Ben from earlier, sorry, while we had a moment, saying problem with Vicario, maybe he pushes a lot of simple catches. When people watch back his highlight reel, before we even signed him, a lot of people made that point that he seems to parry a lot of things that maybe could have been caught. the same time, though, he makes absolute crack saves where they're
Yeah.
obviously not ones that you could catch. And he's been brilliant sweeper keeper. And he's been brilliant on the ball. But if maybe you were to point out a weakness, perhaps actually, he does have that tendency to just sort of react to the goal and just sort of not
Well took
try to
down.
save it. Yeah, well took
Who's
down
that,
by
Rich? Who's
Kulusevski.
that?
Kulusevski, no
Well done.
foul either.
That's a free.
No foul either.
That ref.
Okay, that's a
Oh,
foul.
no. Oh, no. Oh, thank God.
The other, that was
We
more
need
of the
to
what
wake
happened to Kulusevski was more of a foul though.
Seriously need to wake up. Come
Sonny
on,
having a go at Skippy there, says Ray Hill.
Huh?
Apparently, I missed that. Sonny saying, nice to see Sonny having a go at Skippy. I didn't get to see it, really. Kulu has moved to the right, though, by the looks of things. Udoji.
Yeah.
Skip is
We're
basically
just
playing
too
on
slow
Sonny's
the
side
ball
on
in
the left.
midfield and in the back line. It's slowing everything down. It's way too slow from the defense and the midfield. That's better. See that quick ball? You get Son isolated.
Nice.
The ball in.
Oh, Pedro!
Oh,
Late
Sneaking
run
in
from
the
Pedro,
ball.
right over
Right
Richie's
ball.
head, and it's a late run from Pedro. Great ball from Sonny. Like I said, I think all the best chances have come from his side.
See, that's what
Oh,
happens. One quick ball out
Pedro.
to Sonny, get him one-on-one with the fullback and let him do the damage. It's too slow from midfield and too slow from the back
The
line.
midfield have
That was
been
better.
non-existent today. The midfield have just done nothing. Midfield have
Yeah.
done nothing. Come on, win that. Someone. Referee's blowing his whistle there. Skippy. Is he giving a foul there?
This is atrocious from Tottenham. Absolutely atrocious.
Kamikaze saying, what does Donley have to do to get a run? Yeah, this could be a tough
I
game to
don't
throw him
understand
into
it.
away from home, to be fair. We'd love to see him, to be honest.
That's more of a free on Skip than anything.
Has the ref
What did
done that?
Skip do wrong?
Daniel Larson saying we're really missing Madison in a game like this. I'd also agree with that because we have just relied on sort of the wingers to create in this game where the midfield have really done virtually, they've done nothing.
Who's picking up the biggest man at the back post? Free there, number 30.
Richie. Sonny tries
Sonny
to take it
loses it,
on,
it's
but he
ball
gets
in.
Oh,
well cleared by
well
who's
done,
that?
Kulu.
Pedro Porro.
Come on, win that. Clear way, Bissouma. Bissouma, man.
needs to
Jesus
wake up.
Christ. How are you getting this?
Jesus Christ. Take him off. He's fucking been useless.
Oh, and he gives it away there as well. Man, Bissouma.
Take him off. I've had enough of him.
And he's
I'm
had
not
a lot of
watching him
howlers.
anymore
This is
do
another
that.
bad game from him so far. He's just been
That's the
sloppy
fucking
on the
Winks
ball.
used to do.
His touch is so
Jesus
heavy.
Christ.
His touch is so heavy as well.
Like just when you need Tottenham to dig in and go out and produce a performance.
Good clearance
we're
from
seeing
Pedro.
this shit.
Good clearance from Pedro there. But this is where it's silly from him. It's a terrible touch there. And it's a silly decision to then get it cleared.
Stuff Harry Winks used to do, man.
Well, it's something that PEH would or Højbjerg would get roasted for. People would absolutely slaughter if that was Højbjerg in that situation doing that.
It's 4 times now he's put us under pressure and danger like that. And yes, I get Postecoglou asking him to play out from the back. I get that. But fuck me, just find a guy in the white shirt. It's not hard.
Ball over the top to Kulu. Can he get there?
Keep it in, Kulu.
Well,
It's so frustrating, this game. Oh, my God. It's like watching paint dry. In fact, I'd have more fun.
Ribsy85 saying Bissouma might need some pubic bone surgery to sort out his form. Yeah, I think so.
He's really winding me up, Bissouma, the last
that-
few weeks.
We've been giving him some patience as well, to be fair. We've shown him some patience.
Really winding me up the ass. And look at Sean Dyche. What he's seen in that first half is exactly what everything's going to do to us next week. See, this is the problem with Tottenham. When it comes up against teams that should be beaten, they come into it with almost an air of arrogance. It's a joke. It's disgraceful. You haven't won anything to do that. No towel boy involved there. Oh, here's towel boy. Here he goes. Can't even string 2 passes together right now. Malcolm McIntyre's there, sitting in front of Sean Dyche.
Someone said Dyche and Malcolm McIntyre couldn't make it up.
Look at Towel Boy. Look at him. He's buzzing.
God, he's getting a lot of involvement tonight, Towel Boy.
More involved than what their striker is.
More involvement than what our midfield has probably done in the game, Towel Boy. No. Thank you, Ben Davies.
It is just causing us problems. Anything that goes into the box. It's taking 4 or 5 chances to clear it.
Romero's getting... Well done, Pedro, sir. Nice job, Richie. Great pass. Great touch. Sonny, woohoo! Oh, lovely from Sonny. Oh.
If he's fucking holding him.
Damn, it's not greatest from Richarlison there. Great work from Richarlison and Sonny initially, though. Great work from the two of them initially. Oh, Bissouma gets caught out there. Well done, Ben Davies.
Good tackle by Ben Davies.
Bisuma's also just losing that defensive. He's not... In the beginning of the game, he's getting stuck in, but also in moments of he's a bit wanting in the tackle.
What's Steve Cooper think he playing? Fucking basketball.
Now there's just no midfield. I agree, Sean Maddox.
Oh, Skip, you absolute pussy. Jesus Christ, why are you turning your back on it? It's a fucking football. It's not an aeroplane. It's not a Boeing 747. Turning his back on it. I hate that. Man up. Full frontal. You get paid 40 grand a fucking week.
Kulu, great touch. Heavy, though, on the second. Well done, Romero. Center backs have done all right at clearing up so far. Sonny.
Someone give him an option. Please, someone help him.
To Romero. Has to clear away. Skip is also just... I feel like he's not even making any runs in behind or anything like that either.
Just standing there. He doesn't even want to get on the ball because he knows his limitations. He's hiding.
Here's a new link, Dave, in just a second.
Legend.
Thank you very much.
Good ball over the top. Go on, Sonny. Oh, Turner just gets there. Good idea, though. That's better. Good ball by Davies. He's actually been all right today, again, to be fair.
No, I think both of the center backs have been just fine.
Some would have been off anyway.
I think both of the center backs have been fine.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yep. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Oh, it's a ball in behind. No way have they given that. Oh, that's a dozy out for Everton.
Oh, my Lord. Fifth
That's
card.
him gone now. Yellow card. That's him missing everything.
That's not good. We don't have really another left back.
It's not even. It's
how was that? Oh my Lord! It was shoulder to shoulder, and it's not even that cynical. It's not even that cynical or anything. It's just, how is it even a booking? I feel like he's had one. I feel like he's had one foul as well.
It's embarrassing. Referee should be embarrassed with himself. I mean, they made 3 challenges on Sonny earlier on in the game that were worse than that. No yellow. Gibbs White with the delivery. He's good on these as well. It's a great delivery. Well cleared. Who cleared that? Romero. Yeah. No, it was Ben Davies that cleared that. Great header.
Again, now the center backs have had...
Might have got players up.
Center backs have had an all right night so far.
Why did they slow it down? They had loads of players up there, a chance to break, and they slow it right down. I mean, where's the like intelligence? Honestly, where is the intelligence? Use it while they're up there. Why do we have to wait for every man to get behind the ball to do this?
Davies, Sonny, nice pass
Go
and
on,
a
Sonny.
skip.
Great pass. Go on, Adoji.
On top of the
Push it back,
box, Sonny! Oh, blocked. Damn
Win
it.
that. Oh, it's a shit ball by Poro.
Oh, late tackle though on Poro. Is that a foul? Spurs play on.
Kulu.
And a Kulu.
Get up, Poro. Come on, Kulu.
Bissouma.
Visit to Bissouma.
Poro,
Bissouma's
whip
the
it in.
coronator.
Okay, and a Kulu. Oh, Kulu's red. Sonny had a little opening there, but they quickly closed down. They know the script.
Yeah.
Sonny or Kulu.
Someone else needs to step up though. We can't just rely on someone.
I think he's had the best game so far, Sonny. He's had the best game so far, Sonny, to be fair.
He's the only one that's trying anything. You know what I mean?
He's our only creator so far, but he's playing almost more like a Madison role, really, for us so far, where he's the only one actually that's offered any creative outlet.
Kulu's barely touched the ball, and when he has, he's lost it. Richarlison's barely touched the ball.
Yeah, he's not been in the game.
I feel sorry for him because, you know, it's not like we're creating anything for him either.
Yeah, he's had limited service. I wouldn't even say he's had given it away all that much either.
Get turned.
It's really just been lack of midfield, just no midfield involvement. I mean, it's just it's anonymous, you know, player A, player B, player C, just all anonymous, each midfielder. Sonny in a Bissouma plays back to Penn Davies.
By Bissouma, though.
Yeah, he's played very slow as well. Yeah.
I'm sorry, just bring back Winks if this is what's going to happen. I'm serious. I'm sick of him. Just fucking pass it forward. That's an easy ball around the corner. First option, safety. Did you understand that? It's up to us to break it down. They're not going to go, oh, by the way, we're the Red Sea. Let's part ways for Tottenham. Fuck me. Come on, Sonny. That's it.
Didn't connect that time.
Just breathe, Dave.
He's probably getting desperate now, which isn't good because then he's just going to start.
Yeah. Oh. I don't understand bringing on Skip either. Like when you're going to try and win a game, I don't understand that. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, exactly right. That is a foul. That was a foul.
VAR better look at this. You can't just smash.
Dave. Dave, that isn't like. That's more of a foul than what Udoji did. What the fuck? That's more of a foul than what Udoji did. What the hell?
It's more of a yellow.
Out wide to Kulu. And a Richie! Come on, Rich! Big Rich! Come on, Richie!
The Rich Star!
Oh, rising like an absolute phoenix. Rising like an absolute salmon for that one. Big Rich.
Looks good. Looks fine. Come on.
Come on, Richie. Oh, get in there. Come on. Out of nothing as well. From that free kick, we just went quickly. Just quick from the free kick. That's what we did. We caught them out from the free kick. Moved it in. Kulusevski whips it in. Onside as well, Richie. Oh, what a header. Knew he would. I think he would score with his head today as well. Oh, my Lord. Richie. Thank you, big man. Rising ahead of the strike. Oh, just beautiful to see. Dave, see, this is the thing. Beautiful goals can happen with the head. Look at that. Just rising like an absolute majestic phoenix there, Richie.
Tottenham's number 9, wearing white and blue. Sing it to a day, a diddy dum diddy doo.
He looks good.
Come on, Richie.
He looks fine. Richarlison.
He's on my mind. Sing it to a day, a diddy dum diddy doo.
Spurs, can they get another here?
Oh, go on, Poppy. Come on.
Udoji takes it off Asar.
Oh, thriving. Look at that.
And Asar again.
Big switch.
Bissouma, oh my Lord. Big Richie again.
If I see it again.
I told you, Tyler. I told you. You should have put the bet on Richie, man. Should have put the bet on Richie.
The brace is on, Jacko.
Oh, and it's King Hoddle. Or not King Hoddle. It's Moondog. Didn't he go for Richie?
Yes, he did.
Oh my
Yes, he
God,
did.
Moondog, he's the Oracle, man. You're the Oracle.
Jeez, that guy's gonna have every bird in the oven on Christmas Day at this rate.
Dude, I mean, he must actually live a day in advance of everybody else. He really must. That's freaky how
Oh,
he's getting it like that. Absolute. I mean, if I did like to put an individual bet on a player, Moondog, I would have gone for Richie as well, to be fair. But I
yeah.
mean, that's I did feel it today. I did feel the Richie goals today, but Moondog actually went and placed the bet. Big up, Moondog. Hope it was a big return as well, my man. And
I don't
Tyler,
mind. He
let's
hasn't
go,
touched the ball all
Richie.
game.
Come on,
He
Big
hasn't touched the ball
Rich.
all game either, Richie. And then he just goes and does that.
Oh, that's what the strikers do, Dave. Strikers can be completely anonymous, have no service for the whole game, and then you give them that, and then they'll bang it in.
Come on, let's go for the second right before halftime. This would absolutely kill them off, and we can win this 6. Don't start doing this.
4 minutes already passed as well. Probably just gonna blow it, ref.
I'm sorry, I'm really starting to struggle to see what Bissouma does in this team now.
I just at the whole midfield. I mean, Sarr's had enough good games that I don't need to be harsh on him, but the whole midfield is just being completely anonymous today.
So you know what Spurs are going to do? They're going to keep this shit of passing it around the back, trying to draw Forest out, expecting them to come out. But Forest won't come out to the last 10, and then they'll sucker punch us, just like West Ham did. This is better. Go on, Pappy.
Oh, Davies. Oh, halftime. Thank God. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Kulusevski. A great ball from Kulusevski. A great run from Richie. And Spurs find themselves in a very needed position, let's be honest. 1-0 up. Even in our pre-match thoughts to all of the members, Dave and I sort of did say, like, you kind of need to find yourself up at halftime. You do need to be winning at halftime. Ideal world, 2 goals, but, we'll take the one. You will take the one. We've been pretty anonymous in a lot of periods of the game. I would say mostly that's because of the midfield. I think Sonny has actually probably been the best player on the pitch. I know Richarlison got his goal there, but he's had probably no service, really. I mean, he's not really been that involved in the game. But Sonny's probably done his best job of trying to be sort of the creator, as well as also trying to be a goal threat. He had maybe 1 or 2 chances. One of them maybe he could have buried there, but he still has been made up for it, I think, with his creative ability. But sad to see Johnson go out with the head injury. But, and you do hope it's probably is a concussion and probably is actually quite serious. Let's be
That takes
honest.
stitches.
It takes stitches. It might be a while. And it's also against, his former team as well. So it's sad to see. But a much needed goal, Dave, from Richarlison. So needed. So needed. And we finished also almost with 80% possession as well, actually, at the end of it. We finished with more shots than Forest, and we finished with almost 80% possession, 79-21 there. Forest couldn't even complete 100 passes. We've completed over 300 so far in the game. So it's been very dominant from Spurs, but ideal world, we could have gotten a second, but I don't know if we really created enough other than the first 15 minutes to get that second there. So, yeah.
I'll be honest, Jack. I have an uneasy feeling about this game. It's sort of very similar to West Ham. Only the thing against West Ham is we scored earlier, but the game is going that way. We're struggling to create anything of real note. We're trying. We're huffing and puffing, but we're struggling to create anything. And the warning signs were there against West Ham, so they better take these warning signs at halftime and come out and be a much improved team. I'll be brutally honest, we're very lucky to be 1-0 up. I think we've been absolutely atrocious out there today. Okay, all the possession, great, but we've done absolutely nothing with it. Everything up till the final third, it's been shit. The midfield have been absolutely non-existent shit. If I see Bissouma get that ball one more time and fucking go backwards when we're trying to go on and win a game, I'm going to go mad. That's what Harry Winks used to do. It's just safe and it's hiding. It's hiding on the football pitch. And the reason why I'm so annoyed at Bissouma is because he's so much better than that. And we've seen that. He's so much better than that. He's given it away 3 or 4 times that nearly, where Forrest nearly went on and broke from it and nearly put the ball in the back of the net. So he needs to wake up and sharpish. If not, I'll be hauling him off and bringing on Højbjerg. I know people won't like it, but you have to teach the guy a lesson. Second of all, The ball is too slow coming out from the back line as well. Too many touches just to make a 5-yard pass and stuff like that. I want to see Spurs players get on the ball and do something with it. They've been too passive, too afraid to go out there and play. Look, I get that Forest are sitting every man behind the ball. It's difficult. But they need to be doing better. Too much sloppy passes given away at times and stuff like that. And the reason why that happens is because they're boring themselves to sleep by passing it between them without doing anything. They become sloppy. They're boring themselves to sleep. That's a telltale sign. And Forest will come out at us in the second half. They're going to do it. So it's up to us now to man up, go out there and put in a better performance and go on and win this game. Because if they don't, we're going to be caught here tonight. We won't get out here with the 3 points. Credit to Son and Richarlison. First of all, with Son, absolutely, he's the only one trying. And this is my biggest problem. Everyone's looking for him. Everyone's giving the ball to him, waiting for him to do something. What about everyone else we pay out on that football pitch? How about they step up and try something instead of relying on him? Because it's going to become way too easy to read. They're doubling up and tripling up on him down that side every time he gets the ball, which means someone else has to step up. If someone else steps up, they don't have the men available to triple mark someone. The reason why they do is because no one else is doing anything, so they can push all the resources out there to try and nullify Son. In terms of Richarlison, has not touched the ball all half. But the sign of a bloody good striker is one that stays switched on for that one opportunity. And he did, and he took it. And I want to, so fair play to Richarlison. But all in all, Jack, this Tottenham team need to wake up the second half. They ain't just going to gift us them points. They're fighting for Steve Cooper. His job is on the line. Now it's up to the boys to go out there and show a bit of bloody fight and a bit of passion. That first half was atrocious. We're lucky.
We are lucky, and we sort of, the way we spoke about it to the members in the pre-match thoughts, it's kind of the worst case scenario and sort of a good scenario has sort of happened both at once here. I think you and I sort of foresaw that this type of, tough, defensive first, very hardworking performance was going to come from Forest, and that could end up stifling Spurs. But luckily, we got that bit of distance between us and them. But it's only one goal, and we've been there before with only one goal, of course. It still is anybody's game here, and so we need to go for more here. And Postecoglou has a chance here to speak to them and see if he can make any changes of any kind. A lot of people are, of course, very upset with the initial change that he made, which was Skippy, but might get onto that later. I imagine some people have some things to say about that. Moondog, right as I was saying it, said earlier, told you lads, love it. I mean, Moondog, I said you're the oracle, my man. You must live in a day in advance than the rest of us. And also, Richie, you and I think you were both on it. We both sort of said Richie goals. Let's hope for them today. And I was praying that Richie could get it done. And also to Tyler. Tyler even said to me, Moondog, he said, should I go for Johnson or should I go to Richie? And I said, I think you should go for Richie, Tyler. And he didn't take my advice, but, maybe next time he might, knowing that advice probably originally came from you, Moondog. Big up to you, sir. Dark Sun G said, I said Richie would score today. Come on, you Spurs. Surgery success. Yes, Dark Sun G. And I think the next person we need to give that surgery to might need to be Bissouma, my man, because it feels like his levels are sort of dropping off from where he was in the beginning of this season. He might need a bit of pubic surgery as well. But Richie, I mean, it's just sort of classic striker, right, Dark Sun G, where it's like they're sort of anonymous for the majority of the game, kind of mostly because of a lack of service, really, and just sort of kind of any real lack of creativity whatsoever. But when they get that one ball into the box and they make that one run, can they bury it and can they get the chance? And he did exactly what the good strikers do. That's why they are paid the big bucks, for exactly that reason, because they had that one little moment, that one half chance, if even less than that, like a quarter chance. And he just buries it like we needed to right before halftime. Very clutch from Big Richie there. And who knows, maybe he gets two tonight, like I also was hoping for. Maybe the Richie bags a brace, Dark Sun G. Let's hope he does exactly that. I would love to see a Richie brace tonight. It would absolutely make my day. Big up, Dark Sun G. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. And anybody who's going through a bit of bad form, definitely would say get that pubic surgery. Adrian Chi is saying the pigeon thrives in the forest. Fly, Richie, fly. That's also what I said to Tyler, Dave. I said to Tyler, Richie, even if you don't rate him, he's had good games against Forest. He's gotten that outside the foot assist to Harry Kane to get the winner. He had a terrific game, at home last time out under last season under Conte. And, this game so far, I wouldn't say, like I said, he's been in any way that involved really in the game, but he got his goal, the Big Rich.
Look, I'm absolutely delighted for him, he had a chance for an easier chance there a couple of weeks ago that he put wide on the post. So it shows that maybe he is in a bit of confidence that he took that. But look, I felt sorry for him there in the first half because I was thinking, if he didn't score that, people would be absolutely slamming him at halftime, get him out the middle. But the reality is we just didn't create anything for him. That's what his job is. And the one thing we did create, the run was perfect, stayed onside, which, last season and in games gone by was a huge frustration that he was almost too eager. He was offside an awful lot, stayed onside and took the goal well. I'm absolutely delighted for him. Prue, and I'll be pruing all the way, Jack, until Christmas Day after that. I'm buzzing for him. Let's get over the line, though. Can't take our eyes off the rest of this game. It's not going to be easy. We're going to have to work for it. Forest can throw everything at it. But look, hopefully that might open up a bit more space for us to play. And then hopefully Richarlison goes on and grabs that brace because of it, Jacka. I'm delighted for the guy, though. He's been through so much. Again, he's another player that's took a lot of stick off fans. But you know what? He doesn't go hiding. That's what I like about him and Emerson. Emerson had our own fans singing songs about him. Not great songs. People get on to me for, giving out about certain players. But you know what? The players I give out about have not once come back to prove me wrong because they don't have the metal or the bollocks to do it. But Richarlison and Emerson have done that. So respect to them two bloody guys. I love that.
Now, to be fair, in Emerson's case, really just put his head down and just sort of, used it all, and turned it, almost against everybody, which is, pretty powerful to do so. And Adrian Chia, Richie the Pigeon, he's flying through the forest right now. He's picking out which trees, we need to deforest. He's picking out, where the forest fans are running away from because Richie, he's causing some terror tonight. Adrian Chia, absolute legend. And really good to see, once again, Richie getting that goal. And we'll be doing the pigeon dance tonight. And I am actually rocking. You can see it. There it is. Richarlison jersey.
Hey, come on.
Adrian Chia, come on. Not as esteemed or as elite as the Bissouma Third Kit Society, but it's up there. The Richie home kit from last season, the original Richie lovers. It's an indication of my original love for Richie is that I got the kit from last season from him. So always wanted this for the big man. Big up to Jacob Anderson. Happy for Richie, but Spurs are playing like Chelsea this game. Yep. Also, this is what I mean when I say we cause our own injuries when we don't pass accurately and stray from Ange ball. Really good comment there from Jacob Anderson. Really good to see you as well in the house, sir. Ed Sweeting saying, moment of quality from Kulu is the difference in this game. Well done from Richie for the desire to win that. Game playing out as expected. Forest very stubborn defensively so far. Big up to you too. And also big up to Wolf Maller. I'm not sure if I've said hello to you at all today. Ian Cook saying, with Udogie suspended, does that mean Dyer will start against Everton? Yep. Hopefully not. No, I think Emma will come in, right?
Look, Emerson, he's been a utility man, filled in at right back, centre back, and over at left back. The last time Udogie was out suspended, Emerson filled in for him at left back. By the way, that was an absolute disgraceful decision by the referee, by the way. It just goes to show they can't wait to do it. I mean, I actually feel sorry for Udogie because there was something similar at the Fulham game as well, where this guy was literally straddling on the back of him while he's running, no free kick given. So he goes, okay, that's the tempo, so I'll do the same. And then he gets booked. I feel so sorry for him.
He's had a lot of unlucky ones compared to other people. Compared to maybe Bissouma or even like Romero, you could say this season with the yellow cards. Most of Udogie's have been pretty unlucky in certain cases. I do agree with that. That's fair.
So sorry for the kid. And look, I'm not going to get on his back. I think it was a fair challenge. It was shoulder to shoulder. It's not his fault the other guy doesn't know how to use the weight room or Nottingham Forest don't have a weight room. Not his fault, but apparently it is. So he gets booked for it, and then you're allowed to elbow Brennan Johnson, get him taken off the pitch. You're also allowed to Alanga elbowed somebody else. I think Ben Davies as well. A couple of other 3 challenges on Sonny in the first few minutes that were all worse than what Udogie done. Guess what? No yellow card. And people wonder why I think there's an agenda from the referees against Tottenham.
Yeah. Just a sec. Big up to Ian Cook. Big up to 24Z. Good to see you in the house. King Hoddle saying mostly 6 out of 10 performances so far. Donovan Osterreicher says such a frustrating half. And then as well, George Kadara saying, we will score next when they open up. They now have to chase the game. Level Earth saying, we're still winning. It was always going to be a tough game. Let's all relax here. Bush Ranger, this is perfect for us. Forest have to be aggressive, and it will be open up for us to kill the game. We have defended well so far. We have defended well. I would say Ben Davies and Romero have done decently. And also Pedro Porro, too. Pedro Porro, all of them, actually, the whole back line so far. Very good point. Jim, just a guy who left Spurs, said, I said, keep the faith with Richie. I effing love him. Come on, Jimbo. I love any of the Richie lovers. Any of the Richie lovers are welcome to sit at my table. And even if you, at any stage, sort of, I don't know, like, you might not even love Richie, but some people at, plenty of moments have just tried to put their faith in him, just, sort of have shook hands with it and just, wanted Richie to come good and wanted him to get it done. And, he's had a good night tonight. And let's hope that Richie can, like I said, maybe grab that second, which I would just be over the moon for if he grabs that second. Because I think he then puts a lot of sort of, he just earns himself a lot of good faith, I think, then from Spurs fans in that situation. He's now done, which he's never done in a Spurs shirt. He scored 2 games in a row or in 2 consecutive games, which is nice to see. But yes, I mean, Richarlison, if he can grab a second here tonight, I think that would be absolutely terrific for him. And I think he would also find himself in a much better position with the media and all that sort of thing, with the big Rich. So really big night for him. Come on, Jimbo. I love that you have the big faith in him. Yeah.
Just quickly, Jimbo, my man, how good was the prue pigeon dance when he scored? I know you started doing it around in front of Kate, my man. Let me know how good, how the form was on that. And everybody, bit of a social experiment. If you done the pigeon dance, put I did in the comments so I can see how many's behind them.
And big up to Jazzy Fusion as well. Big up to Shawnee Maddox. Big up to United Spurs of America. Good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully you're all right there, Jacob. Just going to get this clock back situated, everybody. Almost getting kicked off here.
What's the referee waiting on? For them to have a sandwich? Jesus Christ. Well, I'll continue on anyway while Draco's waiting for the clock because the referee's taking a bloody eternity. He's not ready. You can tell that. Who have we got next? We have Daniel Larson, and he says, what is going on with Bissouma? I haven't a clue, my man, but he's really winding me up. A lot of the shit he's doing the last few games. If Harry Winks was here doing that, we'd all be going mad. I think he's getting away with it a little personally. I don't think I think he's been absolutely piss poor today. I think he's been piss poor for a while, to be brutally honest with you. He's not the Bissouma we seen at the start of the season. No. Great passes forward, breaking the lines. And if that wasn't on, getting on the ball and running at players and dribbling by them. And that's why I get so annoyed with Bissouma, because that player is in there. But it's like he doesn't want to, and the thing is, if he does that on a more consistent basis than Daniel Larson, he goes from being sort of, the midfielder he already is to an absolute another level, which you could put him on a world-class category. And that's why I get frustrated. He could very easily do what someone like Moussa Dembele used to do for us. But a lot of times he chooses not to, and it winds me the fuck up.
Adrian Chia saying, less tiki-taka, cute passing, just keep crossing in. Yeah, I think so. More of what Kulusevski did.
4 quick passes.
More of what Kulusevski did in that moment. More of what Sonny's been doing with some of those first-time passes and crosses there. Absolutely agree with that, Adrian. Completely agree, my man. And Tyler as well, maybe shooting a bit back here, saying, after I said, he should have gone for the Richie goal, Tyler saying, captaining Son isn't looking too good for your fantasy team, Jack. He's going to need a big second half. Maybe he might. Tyler probably might be right there. But I put the faith in Big Sonny. I put the faith in him, man. But big up Adrian Chia, and I completely agree. I think more balls into the box, they will make a mistake. And Richie, if he's able to bury that one bit of service there for him, then he should be able to bury maybe another one in due time. Big up to you, Adrian Chia. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. And then as well, we had Martin Knightsbridge saying, give Bissouma 10 minutes. Now we're winning it. If not, get off the pitch. Yeah?
Yep.
Hoiberg, I guess, could come on.
Not short of disgraceful. Like you said, Jack, if Hoiberg was doing that or Ollie Skip was doing that, people would be absolutely going ballistic. They'd have it calculated, written down how many times the missed passes have happened and stuff like that. I'm sorry, it's just atrocious. If he doesn't want to play and he's piss poor for the next 10 minutes, yank him off. And if he goes, oh, why'd you take me off? I'm one of the best players. Like, not when you're playing like that, you're not. Sit there and watch, idiot. And you get out there and perform next week, won't you? I'm sorry, I'm just not having it. It's just piss poor from him. Piss poor. He's got to do better. You're absolutely right, Martin Knightsbridge. If not, give him a quick sharp shock, take him off.
Really appreciate the support, Martin. Fazzy Radfire, no mistake. Get the second quickly and then get out of there. Really agree with that there. Fazzy, completely agree. Just grab this second, get some distance, and then I think we're sort of clear and home from there. Big up, Faz. Hopefully you're all right, my man.
Not at the game today, Faz. You didn't travel? Oh, well done, Richie. Bloody great work.
Still not out of there yet, though. Oh, a lot of tackles everywhere. Oh, overran it. Richie. Oh, he's all free. Who's free? Oh, way! Not the finish that they were looking for there. What a let-off, says Jazzy Fusion. Yes, indeed, what a let-off.
Yeah, it's a huge let-off. Where's Adoji?
Ben Davies.
He's on the ground and no one's gone to cover him.
Ben Davies. And
that annoys me, that. If he's on the ground out of position, someone has to go and cover him.
Jeez. Davies and I think whoever it was next to Davies there were a bit asleep. I agree.
But that just goes to show about leadership back there. Someone realizes that quickly and pushes someone out there to cover him. No one done that. That's it, Madoji. Must have got rock up the whole at halftime. They look a bit more at it. Papa Massar on to Romero. Come on, Romero, don't slow it down. Great ball into Richie. Richie tries to step over to skip. Doesn't work out. Davey style do. Kicks it straight back down to the goalkeeper. Where's the pressing today? It's so slow. Skip 20 minutes behind him. He's half asleep. Oh, he gets turned so easily. It's a long ball over the top. And Big Vic is there to read it, thank God. Davies out to Pedro Porro. A free kick to Tottenham. Lang offside yet again. Papa Massar back to Romero. Spurs trying to draw Forrest onto them and no one's coming out. Skip into Pedro Porro. Loses out. Get up. It was shit, Porro. Get up. Don't be moaning. It's never going to be a free kick. Well done, Bissouma. That's better. He looks like he got rollicking at halftime. He looks pumped. I'm sorry. I love Porro, but I don't know what he's complaining about. Just play acting. You're better than that, Porro. Kicked the player himself, and he's fucking done himself like a kipper there. He's in agony. Come on, Spurs. Go and get a second so I can relax.
Come on, Tottenham. Throw in for Forrest.
Again, how long did it need?
Porro coming out here. To Kulusevski. Bissouma
wins the throw-in. That'll do. Porro's still feeling the effects of that there. Tottenham throw-in. Richie back to Porro. What the fuck are you doing? I was shocking by Porro. Well done, Richie. Showing a bit of desire out there. I don't like this, Jacko. They're getting too complacent on the ball.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Sorry, everybody. I think the timer was like a minute off, but I am on 52:40, when we also just might be maybe a tab behind mostly everybody. So if you want to get synced up with us, you're welcome to. But our clock and timer is correct.
Alanga runs at Porro, and Romero's there
Corner.
to deal with it. Well done.
Corner for Forest. I mean, they've had very few. Is this their first?
This will be dangerous, this. Yeah, I think it's their first or second, Jack. You're right. Gibbs White on the delivery. Come on, Tottenham, deal with this. Big bomb head on this. You got some big guys there.
Gibbs White whips it in. Cleared away. Well done.
Oh, it's cleared. Well done.
Out wide to Gibbs White again, though. Sar.
Well done, Sar. Don't you dare,
Gives away
ref.
foul.
He bought that, Gibbs White. He bought that one. Is he pulling out another card?
Has he given him a yellow for that? I mean, he's really bought that. No, he's actually dove at the end there as well. I mean, he's just thrown himself to the ground there.
Another booker for Tottenham.
Did pull a shirt initially, though. That first one, I think, is a lot worse than that. But that's also, I don't think, a ref. That's not a yellow at all. It's not a yellow at all. He's really milked it at the end there.
Yeah. Come on, Spurs. Just get over the line. Stay switched on. Clear this. Gibbs White with the delivery. It's a good ball. Well done, Vic. Well read. That boys queuing there at the back post. Alanga picks it back up. Swings it in again. Good clearance by Sonny that time. And Adoji completes it. That's it. Big Rich forcing backwards. That's it. That's it. Good running, Richie. That's a free header. Don't give away anything, Porro. Well done. Great defending. Like, why is the referee pulling that back there? Can he not play advantage there for us? Can he not play advantage? It's a joke. Romero. Romero waiting for someone to come and press him.
He's just telling Bissouma to get away. Porro. A little heavy there.
Another bad ball by him.
Come on, Porro. Well done, Romero again.
I'm starting to get really frustrated with the lack of passing.
He's the one who's created their most chances from the throw-ins, their center back. Have we come out of the changing rooms yet, says Brett.
Nope.
Pamatsar. Not a great pass. He's not connected with his passes either today, I must say. It's just been a non-existent. It's just the midfield. I'll say it again. Everybody in the midfield, just anonymous. Just completely. Yeah.
I think Ben Davies has made the most passes today.
Yeah, probably. Davies out wide to Sonny. Sonny, great pass and a skip. Skip. Holy shit, man. You are shit. I'm sorry. You're shit.
As well, just put
couldn't even get that under control. I mean, it's if he doesn't even see the run, I mean, that's already not good enough. But he couldn't even get that under control.
That's his problem. He's shit on the ball, lad.
But I mean, it's already bad enough that he can't see the run that Richie had. Richie was almost clean through there.
The bloody tank would turn quicker than Skip.
Nico Williams sliding across the box.
Oh, there you are. 1-1. Offside, is he?
I mean, it's
No,
just
1-1.
in behind. Every single
1-1.
one of them could have scored that.
1-1. There you and this is what happens. This is what I was saying. I was worried. You know, they thought they made it. Laxy Daisy fucking passing everywhere. I'm sick of it. Jesus Christ. Why did they make games harder than what it needs to be? You know, Porro 2 shit passes in a row. Papa Matasar follows up with another one. Fuck me. When are they going to wake up, man? When are they going to wake up and learn lessons? West Ham done this exact
Oh, no, they're all
thing to
offside.
us.
They're all offside. 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 It has to be off. It has to be off.
They're all off.
Has to be off.
Look, the one there. This will be West Ham, rinse and repeat if they do not wake the fuck up. Oh no, 21 could be on. He's the one that scored. He's on. Who's that? The Doji's keeping him on. The Doji's gone to block the cross from that angle. Oh no, he's off. He's off. You're right, Jack. Oh, good call. Great vision, Jack. 2020.
I hope so. He made me fucking nervous, Davo. I mean, they're still taking their time with this
He's
one.
way off. You can see it from that angle. He's way off. It was the other angle they were showing. Looked a bit different. How long do they need? Come on. You want one of our players to get another hamstring injury?
Come on. What the fuck does that even mean?
He's on. No, he's off. Surely.
What the fuck does that even mean? But that was a blue line. Wasn't even a red line or a green line. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. They're still giving me you and the fucking VAR right now, Dave, are giving me the fucking scares. I mean, that looks offside. Thank you. Fucking hell. I mean, why is it taking a whole fucking minute? Why is that taking a minute? Holy nuts.
But look, Jack, we have to take that as a warning sign. This is what they want. A draw for them is a good result. This is what they want to do.
Even Cooper, you know, hyping up the... Jesus, Davies. Hyping up the whole crowd there. Friday night. Come on, lads. You need to spoil the party. Well done, Kulu. That's a foul, ref. Fucking Christ, man.
They don't want to give anything.
He's not giving anything.
Nothing to us. Listens to them. Every time he blows a bloody whistle, it's for their benefit. Win that.
Have they even been given a yellow card?
No, I don't think so. Oh. Let that go out. Let it go out. Be sensible.
Pedro into Bissouma. Good touch. Bissouma. Good switch of play to Dogi. Sir, he just thrown him to the floor.
Any cards on you?
What's he even complaining? Is he complaining because he gave you the brown envelope yesterday and he's not expecting you to blow that up? Because, geez, that's a standard foul.
No yellow card either. What a joke. And I'm sorry, I know people are going to say, Dave, that's not a yellow, but the referee set the standard on the shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. So everything after that's a yellow.
Exactly. Doji's was a shoulder-to-shoulder, and that's all. He's just throwing him to the floor there. Big up, Davy Shire. Hopefully you're all right, man.
Big up, Davy. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. Everyone big up, Davy. Going through a bit of a tough time at the minute. Sonny with the ball. Unlucky. Needs to try and get him back on the ball again.
Your outlet said somebody needs to flatten Yates.
Honestly, he's constantly like that at the referee all the time as well, whether he gets the free or he doesn't. Even earlier on in the game, he's going over to the referee. Book him. Someone just needs to give him a swift drawback on the elbow from his set piece. That'll shut him up. And he's holding his nose. Go on, Richie. Out to Kulu. Come on,
Kulu into Rich.
Hey, that's better.
Rich taking his time. Good hold-up play. Pedro gets blocked. Took his time with the cross, Pedro. Well done by Bissouma. Good recovery from Bissouma there. Bissouma's had a better half.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Oh, good throw in from Pedro. Kulu. Oh, what a block!
Yeah!
What a block!
What a block!
Oh!
Sonny!
Oh, what a block! Whoever that was for Forest.
Someone help Sonny. There's 2 on him.
Oh,
Who's helping him? No one. Not one Spurs player went to help him there. What a block, by the way. That's a world-class block on Kulu's block.
Well, good defending from Davies again there. Great defending. Great touch. Kulu. Absolutely he absolutely rammed whoever that was in the box as well. Like, he just completely bossed him.
Mowed over them.
Everyone's, continuing to say how poor Skip is, throughout this game. He's just anonymous. He just does nothing. He's just anonymous.
Look, what is that? He didn't even know where he was passing that. That was just a blind pass. Davey still came out there. Take him off.
Sonny. Not a bad ball, actually, in that Kulu. Ooh, Poro. Come on, man. Wake up. Poro's not had a great half. He's not had a great half in the second half.
Well done, Davies. Romero.
Come on, Sar. Pedro. Sar. See Sonny out wide.
Good ball.
Sonny again.
Come on, Sonny.
Whip it in, son. Rich.
Ball to Richie. Him and Richie seem to be on the same page.
Good strength from Richie. Good strength. Pedro. Into Sonny. Sonny!
Oh,
deflected again. Or he might not have gotten the cleanest of contact.
Let me relax.
It either got deflected or he didn't get the cleanest contact. His first touch was just a bit behind him. Oh, good pressure from Sonny. Great pressure. Come on, Kulu.
You got Richie
Kulu!
Come on, the kid's froze on me. What's going on?
Come on!
Come on!
Come on, Kulu!
Give me a ginger from Sweden, number 21, and he plays on the wing. Give me a ginger from Sweden.
The Yank, the Turner, he looks mystified.
His name is Kulusevski.
It's blown it right past him. Come on, Kulu, 2-0.
Let's go. Buzzing.
Oh,
great effort by Sonny.
Great Sonny. Great pressure. Kulu. Right-footed as well. Through Turner. Through him. Oh, he just fired it right at him.
Expecting him to get in there.
Just fired it right at him, and he just parries it into his own net.
Put his concrete foot on that.
Yeah, he's just absolutely, Dave. Just powers it right past him.
Big clubber.
Just dunks it right through him. Oh. Went for like the Mario Strikers,
Go marching in.
Come on, Kulu. Oh, which NBA celebration did he do? I love a bit of limbs. Well done, Kulu.
I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs, come on.
Sonny, whipping it in. Pushing for 3.
Game dusted. We needed that.
65 minutes in as well. Crucial point in the game. Just like Richie's goal. Just very crucial goals at very crucial moments. Well done to Sonny, though, for that pressure. Because initially, Sonny he almost scored in that moment right before that. And instead of, just moaning about it, he got up and pressed the goalkeeper there right afterwards. So good, fair play to Sonny.
Yeah.
Most strikers, usually moan for 30 seconds, after missing their chance.
Yeah.
Big up What's the Story? Or big up, Michael from Poland as well. Member for 19 months, Michael, is a fan show member as well. Big up, Michael. And he's saying, can this trash can of a referee show an effing yellow to Forest, please? It's honestly becoming boring at this point. They've had 9 fouls so far, Forest. We've had 7, and we've had 2 yellow cards to their 0.
It's a joke, and their fouls have been worse than ours. It's absolutely disgraceful. It's a joke. I'm sorry, there is an agenda against Tottenham.
We'll talk to Sonny about that on the podcast.
Yeah, that'll be brought up straight away Wednesday.
Big up,
Number
Michael.
1 topic.
Big up, Michael. And then Andrew Bailey from earlier saying, I'm loving Jack and David instead. Appreciate it, Andrew. Appreciate it, my man. And hopefully you have the TV muted and us on instead. Big up to you, sir. What were you about to say, Dave?
I was just going to sing. And through it all, We play the way we want to. With big Ange Postecoglou. Whether it's right or wrong. Come on, I just love winning. I don't care how we win as long as we win.
Can Spurs break out here? Kulu. Adrian Chia saying, Agent Turner giving us a hand. I love it. Come on, you Spurs. Former Gooner, I believe Turner is, and indeed helping us out on that occasion. And, it's, I believe, the starting goalkeeper, for the Americans as well, Adrian Chia. So not a good moment for him, but I think he's been actually all right for them this season. But I wouldn't say he's really a great goalkeeper. At least heavy touch from Bissouma again. Oh, no. Poor pass. Still time, though, for Forest. They love that. They do love a souvenir, the Forest players, whenever they get right in front of a goal. They do love just absolutely mooning it into the stands.
If you're a Forest fan, you'd almost want to see it at the back so you can catch them routinely, wouldn't you?
I mean, if you're a Forest fan, terrible from Bissouma as well after that.
He's going off for that. Oliver will send him off. He sent Romero off for the one at Chelsea. That's worse.
Oh,
he's gone.
That's not
He's gone.
Great.
He'll go.
That's not great.
Although at least he left something on Yates.
You did exactly what some people wanted. Yeah, it's very high up. It's going to be looked at, surely.
If he gets away,
yeah, it's getting looked at. Yeah, I mean they're on it straight away.
He's gone.
They're on it straight
away. It's Michael Oliver in the VAR room. He sent off Romero, even though Bissouma not winning the ball. The big guy behind the goal telling the ref to send him off. Yeah, it's red.
Did it come from his initial poor touch as well? I forgot how it was given away there.
He's gone. That's a red.
Straight red as well.
I knew Oliver would flag it up. I knew he was waiting for something, Jack. I said it to you before the game. He'd be waiting for one challenge.
Straight red as well. It's going to be banned for 3 games.
Taps off a piss poor display.
Big up, Adrian. Appreciate your support from earlier. And then also the Big D from earlier saying, thank God for that. Another one, and I can relax then. Well, I'm glad we got that one before this red card, the Big D. Yeah. Really am. Gives us a bit of distance here between us and Forest. 20 minutes to go. Not a lot of time to come back. Still time to come back, don't get me wrong, but not as much time, thank God, as it was in the Chelsea game. The Chelsea game, they had like 90 minutes pretty much to win the game, whereas Forest don't have too much time here. So there is some hope in that. But yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Big D, really appreciate your support from earlier.
Because he's been so bad all game. So bad all game. He's winding me up, Bissouma.
Dark Sun G saying, FYI, this ref was in charge of 2 losses last season. Well, this referee has been atrocious and not giving them anything, Dark Sun G. He's gotten the call there correct. And then the VAR, I don't think has gotten the VAR was not wrong. I mean, that one's not. I think that is a red, to be honest. I'm not surprised. It's kind of standard.
That puts him out till AFCON now.
Romero's is less of a red than that was.
Well, that's a 4-match ban now for Bissouma, so that'll mean he'll miss the next 3 games. He's out till AFCON now. You might not see him again now until after AFCON.
Wow.
Because it's his 2nd red of the season.
Ref was in charge of 2 losses last season. We're taking Richie off. Shit.
Look, it's just back to the wall of job at this point. Sonny will probably go down through the middle, high line, try and exploit it.
Or Kulu,
I can understand it.
Or maybe even Kulu up top. We've done that.
And it's not against Richie either. He's scored today. Well done, Richie. Another good game today.
Wanted him to grab that second. Big up, Richie. Great performance. Didn't get really any service either, really, for the most part in the game, except from Sonny. You could say the only service he got was from Sonny, and he got that one terrific one from Kulusevski.
We'll do exactly what we done at Luton, where we went 2 up top.
Yeah. Yeah, what am I looking at? I think I'm looking at a 4-3-2, something like that.
Yeah.
Spurs down to 10 men here.
Now we do have a problem in midfield. That's Bissouma out for a while. But it's an opportunity now for Højbjerg to step up.
Yeah.
don't concede early.
Oh, another
Ball in.
chance. Big Vic, thank you.
Alert. Bloody alert. The only one alert there.
Still keeping that high line as we do. Big up Davy Shire grabbing a flat cap membership. Thank you, sir. And I echo the same sentiments as Dave. I'm sorry, I'm sorry you've been having a tough few weeks and everything, man. But we do hope that, at least we can, in this community, provide you a bit of solace. I hope we can provide you at least a distraction of some kind. Big up to you, man. Ben Davies giving away a foul there.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I'm already not such a great start here. Adrian Chi is saying that's the end of the Bissouma Third Kit Society. RIP. Listen, Adrian, it's a bad spell of form right now for Bissouma. It has been a few games, and it's not been great. It's not been great. And it's hard because he started out terrific. And I would even say towards the tail end of last season, once Conte was gone and he was playing under Ryan Mason, he actually was playing really well for us. But this is just a bad spell for Bissouma, and it's sad to see him in it. And he's doing everything or he's not doing anything in which he was doing previously. He's not taking his man on. He's not, speeding up the play. He's not exactly been as great defensively. It's really none of the above from what he had in the beginning of this season, which just shows he's in a bad rut right now, which is sad to see. But let's hope this doesn't cost us. Let's really hope so.
I really do hope so. But you know what, Jack? If I was Ange Postecoglou, I'd drop him. Honestly, I'd drop him. And the reason why, that's twice he's let Ange Postecoglou down this season now. Ange Postecoglou came in here, made him the main man, blew smoke up his hole, got him confident and everything else. And he started off well, repaired it a little, but now he's let him down completely this season. That's sending off at Luton for diving, and that's sending off there. But that sending off was always going to happen when you're playing as bad as he was. And it's not good enough. If I was Ange Postecoglou, I'd drop him for a little while. I would.
Yeah.
If he was playing well, it'd be a different story. But when he's playing that bad anyway, just drop him. It's just not good enough.
Where's Towel Boy? Someone wipe the ball for him. Towel Boy, where are you?
He's gone missing. He's had to run down.
Oh, he's had a howler. Towel Boy, he's had to wipe it himself. Towel Boy. This is not up to standards. This is not up to standards of Forest Football Club. This is a historic football club that requires a Towel Boy on every single throw-in.
Oh, well done. Who's that? Some strength there.
Højbjerg, man. Wake up. Please wake up, Højbjerg. Well done. Good pass into Sonny. Great turn from Sonny. Great turn.
Get up with him. It's 4-on-4.
Sar.
That's it.
Oh, heavy touch.
Oh, unlucky.
He's got pace to burn.
Don't let him out. Well done.
Good win from Udogie. Oh, unlucky.
Forrest on the ball. Looking to make something happen. Is that Sangare?
King Huddleston.
Up down Tottenham's left-hand side here. Can they get the ball in? They do.
Well done, Skip. Oh, cleared. Jesus, Skip. Not a great clearance at all. No. Why is he cushioned it into Davies there?
That's a free.
That's not someone who I would cushion it into.
That's the fifth foul on Sonny. Pull out the fucking yellow card. That's foul number 5 on the guy.
King Hoddle saying Spurs are collecting cards like people collect stamps.
Do you know what? I actually feel hard done by with the yellow cards.
Some of them
I actually have no complaint about.
Yeah.
It's actually more of a red than what Romero got sent off against Chelsea for. At least Romero kicked the ball first. But in terms of the yellow cards, I actually feel hard done by. Our Forest players not being booked by now. I'm sorry. That's 5 fouls on Sonny. 5. Oh my lord, he is a jack-in-the-box idiot, Skip. Fuck me. He can't even header a ball either. What does he actually do?
Standing as well. Please, Skip.
He jumps for a header and puts the header 60 yards up in the air and it doesn't go anywhere. No direction on it. Fuck me. It's like he's jumping on a pogo stick. Great ball by Sonny.
Kulu.
Puts back.
Piece.
Corner. That Lou.
Yep. Time to... Also, we can waste some time here as well, if we need.
He is so bad, Skip. I can't believe I just...
No, he's also... I don't even understand why... He's also just standing right behind, like, a player as well right there when we do need... Like, it's 9... Like, we're down to 10 men. Like, you can't just stand. Like, you do need to be running.
He's so
Especially
bad.
as a midfielder. Like, damn. Like, you got to be out showing for the ball.
It's like we're playing with 9 men out there. Go short corner. Take it into the corner. Wind him up a little. Look at him. He's
Sonny.
I
Oh.
want to see that. I want to VAR that. He's already holding him before he's gone down.
Good foul by Sonny. Great tactical foul.
I'll do. Don't tell me he books him on this. Surely not.
Oh, yeah. You definitely will. Yep, he has.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, my God. He literally got the same foul on him a minute ago.
Oh, they're looking back at it.
Yeah, well, that's a penalty. He had him before the ball was even kicked in. No, done like that. Just like that. But when the offside was so bloody obvious, it took 20 minutes. Come on, Spurs. Please hold out. Rub it in the EFL's face. I actually just want to win to stick it to them.
Sir!
No,
just clattered through Udogie. Just gone through him. Penalty. Jesus, every ref hates Udogie. Like, every ref
That's another foul on
They all
Any
hate
yellow?
Udogie.
Any yellow?
They all collectively hate Destiny Udogie. Like, they really hate him. Like, they all love giving him cheap yellows. And then as well, like, when he's getting clattered like this, they don't even do anything for him. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Even Udogie's like, come on, ref.
Oh, my Lord. That's a touch of a truck.
Even how did he not give a yellow card to that Forest player for fouling Sonny? That's foul number 7 on the guy. When are they going to give a free kick? Or sorry, not a free kick, yellow card to them?
Oh, well done, Skip. Thank you. He like huddled over it like a turtle. Well done, Skip. Into Sonny. Great pass as well. Great pass.
Come on,
Sonny tries to skip past. I think you got to use Kulu there, Sonny. You got to use your friend.
Forrest with the switch of play. Easy.
Good job, Pedro. Nice back heel as well. Romero. Oh, Romero as well. Oh, more outside the foots. More. Oh, Skippy.
Even
see you later.
It's a great ball to Kulu. Let's go for it, guys. Let's go for it, Kulu.
Take him on, man.
On the outside.
Get another for yourself. Come on, Kulu.
Oh! Cuts inside and then cuts it back across Turner. Nearly absolute pure brilliance by Kulu. What a save. He done very well to get down there. Wow.
Well done, Kulu. Well done, Skip, there, to be honest.
What a save by Turner.
He's had a much better past 2 minutes there, Skip, than he did in the whole period earlier. 2 good plays there.
Oh, he'll dine out on that for about 3 weeks now, Jack.
3 outside the foot passes in a row, I believe, at one stage. That was also great. Ball across. Deals with it well, Vicario.
Come on, guys. 8 minutes. 9 minutes. If there's no one with your Pape, come back. Well done.
Højbjerg.
Another blind pass by Højbjerg. He's getting away with them.
Vicario. Romero. Into Pedro. Nicely done, Pedro.
Good ball.
Left it a little short, Kulu. Oh,
hey! You bloody mug. He's finally pulled out a yellow. 8 and 2 minutes, and he's pulled out a yellow card. Wow.
There it is, everybody. It exists. The card exists.
Wow. He actually got the ball, to be fair to him. The least yellow card challenge of the night, he gives a yellow. That shows how incompetent he is.
Steve D saying, I'm sure people forget Kulu is a youngster sometimes. He plays years beyond his age.
Yeah. Spot on. Cheers, Steve D. I don't know what you're drinking lately or whether it's the green tea I'm drinking, but we agree with each other a lot. It's great. Must be the green tea. Seeing things clearer.
Seeing through Steve's eyes.
Not seeing it through sugar bubbles.
Steve. Sonny, great turn again. Ben Davies.
He's my man. He's the only one. Him or Richie or Kulu. They're the only three that can be put up.
I could also actually give something to Ben Davies, to be honest.
Actually, yeah, I could put him in.
I wouldn't say man of the match, but he could make the 4. Could make the 4.
Well, I would say he's probably the 4th best player on the pitch for sure.
Yeah. Still 9 minutes to play here, though. Plus out of time. 8 minutes.
I won't do the man of the match too early. I'm not going to tempt fate. It's an effort. No, it's not another save by Vic. Was that save or gone wide? Williams, Nico.
That was very close. Romero with a...
That'll do. Come on, Spurs. 7 minutes.
Well done, Romero.
Go and enjoy the weekend and go and just wind up Gooners for the weekend. That's all I want to do. Go on headhunting. Gibbs White with the delivery. It's a good ball towards back post. It's trouble. What a save. Oh, referee's looking at his watch. Not given. Oh, what a save by Vicario.
What a save from Vic. Absolute crack.
Save by Vicario.
Absolute crack.
Oh, my God. This guy is on crack.
Oh, my Lord. He's an absolute crack, man. Big fucking Vic. Big fucking Vic.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit. That dude is stupid.
Don't tell me the referee's going to say his watch is broken.
No, he wants to get in for the header. That's how much he loves Forrest. He wants to help him out. He wants to get in for the header.
He's about to wave to the mother-in-law. Hello.
He's going to try to score himself for them. It's
another one towards the back post.
They win it again.
It's our kryptonite.
Fucking hell, man. What a save.
I can't believe that. That's a game-winning save.
He's stupid, man. He is stupid.
Save.
That is just absolute.
The man's like 2 yards out.
Fucking.
What? He's on
crack. He is on crack.
He's done everything you're taught as a kid. Get up above your man, header it down to the ground. He's
flexing his knee muscles there to push that. He's like pushing it out with his knee. He's like pushing it out with his knee as well. The clearance is almost more impressive.
Yeah.
Than even the save.
Great challenge.
It's a ridiculous clearance.
No, don't you dare, ref. That's a brilliant challenge by Skip.
Honestly, he's on fucking meth sometimes. That guy fucking... Jeez, man. That's ridiculous. He's like pushed it out.
Do you know them headers that you hit down? Usually they go in 9 times out of 10. How he saved that, I do not know.
He's had some
he's done everything he's taught as a kid. Above your man, header it down into the ground with the keeper more than likely coming to jump across. And Vicario just still has composure. It's absolutely unbelievable. If we don't win this game, I don't know what he has to do.
It's not fair, really. It's not fair. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Best goalkeeper in the league for sure.
No, it's not.
It's not even a debate anymore. He does this every week. It's actually, do you know what? He does it that regularly, Jack, that it's just like routine to him. Everyone doesn't praise him because it's just like routine.
People are upset that Murillo's not been given a red card. Or a second yellow. Even Ange, I think, too.
Well, there is a call for it to dish out the yellows to us. Now look, he's gone over to Yates. Make sure you bung that extra $5,000 in my bank at the end. It's a joke. Postecoglou bringing on Emerson though.
Marlon Green, big up Greeny. He's saying Pat Jennings would be watching that very proud. Yes, he would be.
Yeah. That's world-class save. I'll be dreaming about that tonight. I'll end up pitching a big tent in my bed thinking of that. What a save, man. He deserves to win the game. I'd nearly throw him in there for that. It's a ball out wide. He's free. Can he deliver? He's closed down by 2 Tottenham players. That's great work. It's another ball over the top. He's just pushed the dozy. Thank you.
Well, probably not even given. It's probably not even given a foul or anything. He's just giving it because they all hate Udoji. Emo coming off. Or coming on.
For Sonny.
Sonny coming on. Yeah, he's just locking up shop even more now.
And you know what? I can understand that, because if you remember what Kulu done against Luton, where he held it up exceptionally well up front on his own and sort of relieved a bit of pressure, I can understand why he's left Kulu up there and taken off Sonny.
Probably one of the men. I'd probably go man of the match, Sonny.
Man of the match.
Yeah, I'd probably go man of the match, Sonny. He's been by far the most creative player on the night. By far the most creative player.
Well, Kulu has 1 goal, 1 assist, so...
True. He's been clinical in the little moments that he had Kulu. And Kulu's not had a bad game, I don't think, really. But I think Sonny, more or less...
Nothing to be sniffed at.
When we were getting really frustrated, and every time we were like, somebody do something, it felt like Sonny immediately would try something, and then we would sort of get more satisfied, at least. But, yeah. Definitely in the top 4 for sure, Sonny, for tonight. Great performance. Kulu, man of the match.
He's the only one that tried to break down the door in the first half.
Kulu, a lot of people are going Kulu. Yeah, I could see why.
Yeah, look, 1 goal, 1 assist. You can't sniff at that.
No, you can't. You can't. Callum Hudson-Odoi is on for them. Whips it in, back post. Woo! They've missed some sitters tonight.
Useless.
Yeah, they've missed some decent chances, to be honest. They have missed some decent chances.
They are so bad in front of goal. It's unbelievable.
Sort of been like a good performance from us in general in the second half, but still, like, they've had some missed chances for us, and they also had a missed chance or two in the first half. But I think for the most part, still, we did pretty well defensively, and we haven't given them too much to feed on. We've only given them stuff to feed on from more of our own mistakes, really, just giving the ball away, maybe some bad areas and things like that.
And you know what, Jack? I'll actually be honest. Like, when you look at the way this game is panning out, it doesn't look like we've got 10 men. They haven't used that, or we haven't allowed them to use that to their advantage, No,
not at all. And I would even say, actually, the chances that they've had, actually, the chances Forest have actually not even come from their own play. It's actually come from us, like I said, sort of giving the ball away in, like, an area. But they've just tried to go long pretty much every time. And it's not worked out for them. It's actually not worked out for them, to be honest. I think Everton are going to have far more success about it. But, to be honest, I mean, they just tried to pretty much just go long on us, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. Everton will do it with much more effect because that's their usual game.
Well, they're hitting it long to Alonga. Like, I don't know what Steve Cooper's really trying to do here.
This game will top off a very sort of busy 2-week period for Tottenham. So at least now they've got an 8-day rest after this. 8 minutes. They couldn't do any more to help ours.
8 minutes for what?
Jesus Christ.
For what? What was even controversial that had happened? What even happened where they had to take time?
8 minutes.
That's insane. What, the VAR? The offside goal that they took 2 minutes on that was clearly offsides, that they took 2 minutes on to try to find the right angle? Is that what they're adding time for? Jeez. Oh, my Lord.
Man, Nicebridge says that Yates is getting on my wick. Yeah, absolutely getting on my wick as well. Compared to Bissouma, leaving a bit on him in the end, to be fair. If you're going to take a red, at least leave a bit on him, and he did.
Skippy.
Here we go.
Come on. Maybe a chance for 3 here. Højbjerg. Slowing it down to Sar. Not a great pass either. Right behind him. Højbjerg. Nice touch from Højbjerg. Great touch.
Well done. That's brilliant by Højbjerg.
Good game management, actually, from the two of them. Nicely done, Sar. Højbjerg. Well done.
Højbjerg.
Højbjerg. Højbjerg. Højbjerg. Poro.
Pedro.
No! My fantasy team!
My Højbjerg down that left-hand side.
Oh, my fantasy team. I had Poronator in there. I could have had a goal.
What a ball by Kulu back to Højbjerg.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, great clearance from Mario. Pedro.
I was probably going in as well. 6 minutes to go. Despite them helping them for us with the 8 minutes added on, we're doing a good job. Nice short corner here.
Good job by PEH. Good game management.
Right to the corner flag, Skip. Right to the corner flag.
Jeez, man. You got to hold it on a little longer than that.
That'll do. Jeez, that would have been. I would have loved that if that went in. All that work from Zinedine Salzburg.
It's a good cutback.
Even the whole play down the right hand side, he built that up from halfway. Emerson with the big long throw. Ooh, nearly worked out there.
Why don't we get the towel boy?
Yeah, we should bring our own.
We should have brought our own towel boy.
To waste time.
Yeah, we should have brought our own towel boy.
Jack, I'm taking Chirpy's job, so you could be towel boy.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Chirpy and towel boy.
That'd be great. Make like overlaps, you know, just like getting down the wing, you know, to throw my towel in.
Do you know what though? You would give it absolute sucks doing it as well. Like if the camera panned over to you, you'd be absolutely full force sprinting down the line.
I'd be wasting the hell out of it.
In your face.
I'd be wasting so much time in this situation too. I'd probably drop the ball, you know, a few times, you know, accidentally kick it out, you know, of some sort. Everybody's sort of laughing at the 8 minutes. They're like, how on earth have they found 8 minutes, you know, out of this? I completely agree.
It's embarrassing. But look, Jack, Chirpy and Towel Boy will have, or Mascot and Towel Boy will have the last laugh.
Indeed. Good defending from Porro.
Well done. Well done, Porro. That's it. Give him a bit. That's it. He deserves it. He's probably going to go over and ask Yates what decision to give. He's a bloody joke, that referee. What's his name? Gerard Gillette or whatever you call him. Idiot. Gillette's supposed to be the best a man can get. He's far from that. That's bad advertisement. False advertisement, I would say.
Gibbs White.
Gibbs White. Doing the little
Looks it in again. Good clearance from Højbjerg.
That's it, Sar. Find a bit left in the legs. Get out there. It's another ball in.
Cleared away. Oh, no.
No.
Vic
What a
saves it again.
He is, honestly, he needs to be drug tested. He's unbelievable. Oh, my God. Check his performance.
He's just so dumb, man. He's not fair. He's well off as well. It's not even fair.
Like 3 yards out. He's 3 yards out.
He's just so crazy. How did he even knew that was behind him immediately as well? The way that he sprung after it as well.
Do you know what?
He really
I love
is
the way he
just
gets up and just sprints out with the ball at times. It's brilliant. Hugo Lloris would never do that.
No, he's terrific, Vicario. He really is.
He's great to watch.
Oh.
It's another shot. Good block. Salzburg.
Come on, lads. We need to run for each other still.
Oh, great ball. Who played that?
Kulusevski into Sonny. Come on, son. Or Skippy. Skippy into Skippy. Oh, my lord, Skip.
Was that
Skip? Take it yourself, man.
What was that?
Skip, take it yourself.
Oh,
like,
man.
It's 8. You got 3 minutes left. Like, just take your time. Waste time. Take it yourself, man.
I think Kulu's telling him exactly that.
Just take a shot. Take it yourself. Jeez. Oh, well done, whoever that is.
Well done, Højbjerg.
Well done.
If you're not going to tackle him, throw the body down at the ball.
Love
That's
it.
the way to do it.
Don't let him get turned.
Come on, ref. Blow it up. It's boring us now. 96 minutes. Elanga running at the Poronator.
Back
Gets the ball in
post.
back post. Free header.
Oh,
Drops it in
Doji.
that
Oh, my
another
lord.
save.
What's gone on there?
Is that another save? Oh, my God.
What's gone on there?
Again. Ricardo does it
Where did
again.
that even get deflected out of? Oh, cleared away from Pedro. Win that, Sar. Good clearance. There he is, towel boy. There he is.
That's another save from Vicario, I think, Jack.
Oh, it's off the
Off
fucking
post.
Wow.
And off Vicario. How's your luck? He needs
Yeah, that was a little lucky there. That was a little lucky there.
It'll be the first one in 7 games if we keep that.
Oh, good
Well
touch
done.
from Pedro. Great touch.
I think that's Steve Cooper out of a job now.
Big Vic wants that clean sheet.
He does. He's dying for it. He's first one in 7
He's
games.
earned it. He needs one.
Oh, well done, Porro. That's bloody brilliant. He's been poor today, but that's great defending. Skip, good ball.
Oh,
Kulu does it.
Kulu!
Oh, he doesn't. Go on, Kulu. Go on. Go on,
Kulu!
big man. Go on, big man.
Kulu!
Go on.
Oh!
Unlucky. Oh, he still wins it. Come on, Kulu. What an animal. He's done a
Højbjerg.
terrific job up there.
Oh, Kulu and Højbjerg.
Højbjerg.
Pierre.
Come on, let's
Lovely
go to
touch
it.
from
Let's go
Pierre.
corner kick. Throw it in the box. Game done. Come on. Last kick of the game. Can we score from it?
Great bit of housery to throw on Valise as well at the very end of the game.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Love that. Great job from
Well
Kulu
done,
as well.
Kulu.
Another great performance from our man.
Great performance. 1 goal, 1 assist. What a man. It's the Robin Hood mask, Jack. The story of Nottingham.
He's robbed the forest.
Jack, he's driving home. Even got it on the roof. He's got that much timber.
Love it from Kulu. Great cross into Richie. And
Man, the match. Let's start Paul.
Oh, yeah, he went for the NBA celebration.
Love it. What's that? The I've arrived celebration.
And Dark Sun G from earlier, actually, I might have missed this, saying Kulu is having a child soon based on his celebration. Didn't know that, Dark Sun G. Very good to know that Kulusevski having a kiddo as well. Congratulations to him. A fantastic performance from him. Almost a man of the match performance, says a lot of people, and definitely gets in that top 4 for sure. Sonny, a terrific game from him, really, was the creative outlet consistently for the majority of that game. Another good performance from Ben Davies, which is just fun to say again. I mean, it's really surprising the hell out of
Davies or Vicario?
Vicario towards the end. Who do you have in the 3? So you have Kulu, Sonny.
Richarlison, Son, and Kulu.
Is it harsh to keep Richarlison out of it despite scoring the goal?
No, he scored a goal. That's what we wanted. He hasn't scored back to back in a while. Look, he didn't do much, but he scored at the end of the day. Do you know what?
Then it feels harsh to leave Vicario or Davies out, because then that feels harsh.
I'll take Richarlison out and I'll put Vicario and Davies in then.
Yeah, maybe it feels then hard. It feels harsh on somebody. It's going to be harsh towards somebody because there were some good performances from some for kind of the whole 90 minutes. I think Davies was good for the whole 90 minutes. Vicario, of course, had more. Vicario had much more to be asked of him in the second half. He didn't really have much to do in the first half. We're going to be perfectly honest. And then in the case of I think Kulu and Sonny, those are personally my probably more obvious candidates. If I think one of those is probably the more likelier man of the match, but really a great performance. It was never going to be easy, and we broke that Friday night curse as well. So well done to the mighty Tottenham Hotspur, breaking that Friday night curse. Getting your weekends also kicked off strong here, everybody. A nice clean sheet as well. Who doesn't love some clean sheets on a Friday night as well for Spurs? Just enjoyable, just delicious. Stevie Cooper likely deforested him. We're ripping up his contract. We're ripping up everything in the area. And a great night for so many traveling Spurs fans up to Nottingham. And the Mass Kulu. He threw it to himself, Mass Kulu.
You can't see me. Come on.
Great day. A great day. And it's going to be a good weekend as well. Jerome with the super chat. Big up to you, Jerome. Hopefully you are well, my man. Good to see you. He says, I'm still baffled at Bissouma's red card. Clip his leg and definitely a yellow, but a red. Come on. He doesn't think it's as much a red, Jerome.
Do you know what? I actually think that's more of a red card than what Romero got sent off for. Bissouma was nowhere near the ball, and the fact that he caught him at the knee, I think that's why he got the red card. Whereas when Romero against Chelsea, he kicked the ball and then caught the man, which I'd argue was left off for. However, if you are going to get sent off, you make sure you leave something on a man. And especially Yates. He wanted to yap him out all game at the referee, try and swing decisions. That's probably why we got a very quick yellow card. And he took him out. But look, it's a red card. That one is more of a red than what Romero got sent off, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, Jack Reeves.
I think it falls in the dangerous category for me, Jerome. Whether you think that's still harsh on Bissouma, I can understand. But for me, that does fall in sort of the dangerous category where if studs up like that, you can, really hurt somebody in that situation, especially if you are going in with some sort of force. And I guess it's hard to look at, with replays and everything, because with replays, they look so much harsher than they might actually be in real time. But let's say there was some force behind that. I mean, that's not a safe challenge. Like, that's pretty much near his kneecap. I think that stud. So that's the way I sort of see it. I mean, it's just so far away from really any part of the ball whatsoever. So that's just the way I see it, though, my man. But big up to you, Jerome. And listen, I mean, we've had some harsh decisions against us in the past. I'm not sure if that was one of them, though. I'm not sure if that was one of them. I think we got to be, at least in my opinion, I think fair is fair in that situation. I think I'd be appealing for a red card if it were them, in that situation too. I think I'd be appealing for one. Dark Sun G says we played with 10 men away twice and won with a clean sheet. Dave, I mean, 2 clean sheets with men down.
Yeah, we almost played better with 10 than what we do with 11, to be honest. I think we created more with 10 than what we did with 11. But look, what I do like is Ange Postecoglou's sort of change and flexibility to be able to get us over the line. Both games, when we got sending off, he went with Kulu and Son up top. And both games, he pulled Son off early and brought on someone else to shore it up. And the reason why he does that is because you look at what Kulu done near the end of the game there, holding up the ball, running at them, just basically just killing time that they have to be able to go and try and get the first and the second goal. It's absolutely what I would call, what's the right word for it? It's just brilliant for Tottenham Hotspur. It's absolutely a sort of momentum killer for Forest the longer he holds up to that ball. And Postecoglou got it absolutely spot on. Even against Chelsea when we went down to 9 men, we were still in the game. And I think that's the big encouragement sign. When you looked at the rest of that game, it didn't look like we were down to 10 men whatsoever. They weren't that great. They didn't really make that advantage count. So credit to the guys, but also it shows a good backbone to the team, that they're willing to muck in for each other, dig in for each other, and get over the line. Because playing with 10 men ain't easy. You spend large periods of the game chasing shadows without any fruits or rewards for your labor of being able to turn the ball over and get on it. So it's absolutely big for this team to be able to find a winning way down to 10 men. Now we just need to do it against low block teams a bit more convincingly, and then we're on our way. But there's so many different sort of components now starting to come together under Ange. I would say to every Spurs fan, get excited for next season, but do not write us off this season. Do not write us off. We're getting results. We've got a heap of players coming back in January. We've also got the window coming up. If we can just go on a good run between now and Christmas, some of the top 4 playing each other over the next couple of weeks, we can be a real sort of points maker, difference maker if we put them points on the board. And then when everyone comes flooding back, we're back to what we seen at the start of the season. Let's go. My God, Jacko, I live for this on my chest, my man. I cannot wait. Wait do we want to? Mm. They've worked on it, you can tell. Yeah. Jack, I think a few people are saying you're muted. Maybe just move the wire. So sorry, Jack has a dodgy wire going into the back. It's probably not. I have the same with my microphone.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. Dark Sun G, sorry. So what I was trying to say is that I think there's so many teams that I've seen, you've probably seen, that are terrible teams in general that, are when they go down to 10 men, they just have no idea whatsoever what to do. But this is sort of, a team that does know what to do. When we go down to 10 men, we can still cause threats. We can still threaten teams. We can still hurt teams. And we create plenty of chances. Probably should have grabbed a third despite going down to 10 men. So I'm very impressed with this side. And we still have this sort of philosophy to try to still play, a certain way. So it's very impressive, Dark Sun G. Really appreciate the support. Sorry about being mute for half of that, my man. And then as
Everyone's
well,
still saying they can't hear you, Jack.
I think no, I
Oh, they
think
can hear you
it's
now.
just late. Yeah, I think it's just late, with the chat and everything.
Okay.
Ribsy85, yeah, Bissouma needs to pull his finger out. Jacob Anderson, Decky is carrying this team right now as far as creativity and the will to win. I think Decky is playing well beyond his years right now. He's actually been somebody that we can really rely on. And earlier in the day, actually, Jacob, when asked about Kulusevski, I sort of said, I think this is a guy that pretty much, needs to be in the team no matter what position he's in. Emily Dunn, come on, you Spurs, watching the match in the pub.
Yeah. She's on a night out with a couple of our friends from work. You know what they're like when girls get together and stuff like that. They go out and have a great night and all that. So, look, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your night. I don't drink, so have one for me, especially for the Spurs win. I'd walk up to the barman and I'd say, give me a Kulu bomb. And I'm pretty sure if he goes, what's in that? You just say 100% pure Swedish juice topped off with a bit of fine Swedish liqueur. Get a Kulu bomb to celebrate.
I mean, there's nothing, when you head to the pub and the Spurs are on, that sounds like a nice night, Emily. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Sounds like a nice old evening.
If you really wanted to get it going, I want to see the whole pub and the conga line behind you going, oh, when the Spurs go marching in all the way around the pub. Come on, let's celebrate.
Absolutely love it. And Adrian G is saying, does going away to AFCON count towards suspension? Does it? That's an interesting one, right? Like if he's just not even allowed to be selected in general, does that, does that cause, what do you think, Dave? Like if he's actually away and isn't even going to be selected at all, does those games missed, still count?
Do you know what? I can't see why it would. Whether he's gone to AFCON or not, there's still Premier League games on the board. At the end of the day, the club have the decision whether they want to release the player or not. So I would say it actually might count towards suspension, actually, Adrian G. But look, I think now that's his second red of the season. That could be a 4-game ban. That'll probably see him all the way through to AFCON anyway. So you might not see Bissouma for about a month and a half, if not 2 months now.
Yeah, it's going to be, I guess, Dave sort of pointed out the moment of happening. So you think about, the games that are coming up and sort of the breaks and everything. It's going to be a long time maybe till we see Bissouma. So it might be a lot of Højbjerg. You want Bentancur then to come back sooner rather than later too. Gio might need to then, make a step up. Big up, Adrian G. I'm sorry, man. The Bissouma Third Kit Society cannot be rocked for at least a little while. Martin Knightsbridge, Friday win. Now relaxed weekend. Pressure is off. Lads, Dark Sun G brought it up earlier, Martin, right? We get to now just watch all the other teams, Man United, Arsenal. Hopefully they get to crumble and we just get to kick up, kind of kick the shoes off and relax, this weekend. Even like Ribsy described, maybe get the, the esky, as he said, get the esky nice and close, get the beers in and just watch everybody else crumble. Big up, Martin Knightsbridge. Hopefully you have a good weekend. This is the right way to kick off the weekend, my man. This is the exact way we want to be doing it. Hopefully you're all right, my man. And
nice curry tomorrow night.
Have a nice curry and have a nice Friday, Martin. Really appreciate your support today, my man. Ian Cook saying that was a gritty performance from the lads, and Vic was fantastic, especially at the end of the game. Ian, I'm not sure if you were listening to us, but I pretty much just said that sometimes he's just not fair. Really, I think I feel bad for the opposition where they just should, score and they are expecting to score. And it's not even that bad of a finish on some of these occasions. And he's just that cracked. He just can save almost anything. And also, especially if it's one where he does have to parry it and it's one where he does have to sort of clear it as well, it's almost more unfair. The only weakness that he seems to have, like someone brought up earlier, is that maybe he doesn't always catch it when he should. But I mean, today he showed that he has like somehow knee muscles that I didn't even know were possible, in someone's leg. Like he's shoving it out and, deflecting it out with his knee. And he got some distance like behind it, like as well. The guy is just absolutely cracked. He's terrific. I love Vicario. I think more and more he probably is actually, despite how much we love Van de Ven, Madison, he might actually be the best signing we've made this summer, just because he's reminded us what a brilliant goalkeeper is. And he's probably coming out and been the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this season. If you've signed the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, I think that's probably the best signing of your summer. And also, there were a lot of goalkeepers that moved. You know, Onana moved over the summer. You have David Raya that also moved over the summer. Might have been another keeper that maybe moved somewhere. Oh, Sanchez, right, from Brighton, moved to Chelsea. And Vicario's outshone all of them, Ian Cook. He's been absolutely terrific. Dave, gritty performance, though, he also said from the lads, but we got through it. We got over.
Yeah, look, look, first half was absolutely dreadful. I'm sorry, I can't write the first half off. It was absolutely abysmal from Tottenham. However, second half was much better, much more improved, and they dug in. That's all you can ask for. In years gone by, we've seen Tottenham get players sent off and they've crumbled. They wouldn't be able to hold out. This time around, they're able to muck in for each other and sort of hold out for each other, which is absolutely huge. But what I love most about Vicario is, when you look at your keeper to step up in big moments like that, which really dig you out, and he deserves that clean sheet today, by the way, very well earned, he steps up. They were always going to get a chance or two, and it's just about whether Vicario could keep it out. But what I love most is how quick he is in terms of his mind, in terms of his reactions, in terms of his reflexes, how quick he is to get across the line as well. That speed he uses to his advantage very, very well. And that save at the end, I'll be honest, if I was a guy that was there doing testing for performance-enhancing drugs, I'd be pulling them in straight away. I'd be like, look, that's not natural. You can't do that without being on something. So I'll pull him in. Obviously, it's going to come back negative, and he's just going to go, fuck me, what a player. But my God, absolutely unbelievable. And it's not the first time he's done that. Man United pulled off 6 massive saves to help us get over the line. Liverpool pulled off another couple of great saves there. Arsenal, I think there was 3 massive saves there. He pulled off to help us get over the line. He's absolutely brilliant. And by far, we have the best goalkeeper in the league. Probably only Alisson on par with him. He's better than Ederson as well.
Ederson, for me, hot take. I mean, he's all right with his feet, but he doesn't really make like a lot of great saves, that often, I think. Whereas Vicario is just simply, like I said, unfair. He's just making so many terrific saves that it's really just feel bad for the opposition striker because they probably just lose confidence in themselves, thinking that, geez, I think I've forgotten how to score. This guy's so good. I think it's one of those. Big up, Ian Cook. Great point there. Dark Sun G saying this season we play mostly with 10 men. We got revenge for that Carabao Cup defeat against Fulham to them we got revenge for that Carabao Cup defeat to Nottingham to them last year. I love Ange Ball. Son did great making Richie get that surgery. I didn't know it was Sonny that motivated him to get it. That's great to hear, Dark Sun G. But on Sonny quickly, and we've said it probably a lot of times that you've already heard us, but for me, I think Sonny was terrific in sort of the creative sense. And to me, again, kind of put into bed that he can't play on the left wing. Like, he caused Nico Williams trouble. And they had a decent sort of job of, shutting up shop on everybody else. I think Brennan Johnson, for the most part, did sort of struggle. Kulusevski didn't have much of an impact in the first half other than that terrific cross when he was out on the right. The midfield was pretty much, anonymous. Richie, as great as he was in finishing that chance, also didn't have much service, wasn't that involved in the game. Sonny was the only one really making anything happen, in any situation, actually trying things, creating chances for us. I sort of said he was almost playing like how a Madison would, really, where we just kept trying to get the ball to him to sort of just make something happen, just do something with it. And he actually, fair play to him, was pretty consistent in making something happen and getting, a move going. So a great performance from Sonny. Deserved a goal probably on his day and probably deserved an assist, but the 3 points I know he'll take. So good performance from him. And yeah, Dave, I mean, for us, they did give us a bad defeat last season in that Carabao Cup. A lot of Spurs fans were not happy with that game, I remember.
Look, that one hurt, and again, it was another terrible performance on the night. Look, they made it difficult for us tonight, but a good lesson to be took from tonight is we kept going and we ended up getting our awards. It's always nice to put things right because we've had some embarrassing defeats over the last few years, whether it's been 11 men on the pitch, 10 men, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've lost to NS Mora, gone out of the cup against Middlesbrough, out of the cup against Forest. We've just been absolutely embarrassing. It's good to slowly but surely start to see us restore a bit of pride and a bit of respect. And nearly every team that's come up against us this season have all left the pitch saying Tottenham have been the best team they've played this season. So if we can get our act together, Like I said, there's already a lot of sort of components there. Getting over the line when you're down to 10 men, getting over the line maybe when you're not playing well, putting teams to the test when you are. Long may it continue, because this is all I've ever wanted. Just to see a team that actually fight for each other, that want to go out there and win games of football, not make excuses for underperforming, not making excuses about the pressure environment that they're in. So fair play to the guys getting over the line today. I'm buzzing, Jack. I'm buzzing.
Yeah, as you should be. Big up, Dark Sunji, and we have played well when we gone down to
Just
10
going to
men.
grab a drink.
No problem. John, big up to you, John. Not a perfect match, but definitely showed some tenacity and some quality. Come on, you Spurs. You can't win every game in a pretty way, but there were some still quality moments from Spurs. It's not like it was just a completely terrible performance. And, it's not like sort of how West Ham have been in like games where they've just been, right, just absolutely boring and just useless for 90 minutes. And then they just get, 2 goals like towards the end from set pieces or whatever. And then they kind of celebrate the 3 points. Like Spurs, at the end of the day, were still the better team than Forest. Like Forest did not come to play. They just looked to try to hit us on the counter. I'd even say, John, that the moments that they did get in front of goal were kind of more either from set pieces, those throw-ins, or it just came from us kind of giving the ball away from some poor, passes from either Sar, Poro. I mean, Bissouma too, of course, had some bad giveaways. So that was really more where their chances came from. It's not really from anything that they actually did or engineered themselves. So really, on the day, I think Spurs were a far better team. We did actually create plenty of openings, despite how low and defensive, Forest were playing. They played with every man behind the ball for the majority of that game, and we still caused them a lot of problems. So, yes, not a perfect match and not a perfect performance by any means. I think, especially in some periods where it was a bit dull, but we were still the better team for, I think, a majority of that game. And, Forest, when maybe they did have chances to sort of grab something and to maybe kind of spoil the party a little bit, they didn't. Like, right? They had some lucky chances come their way and they didn't do anything with it. So I don't really know, like, if they can even feel that hard done by or anything like that, right? Because it's like they had some chances that did come their way, kind of from our own mistakes, like I sort of said, and they didn't exactly take them. And they even had their own towel boy to get one of those throw-in goals for them, and it still didn't come up for them. So Spurs definitely deserved the 3 points, but it wasn't like a 4-0, 3-0 type of game like maybe we wanted it to be. But I'll definitely take a 2-0, really, really do. And probably did deserve 2 goals.
Mm-hmm. No, look, it was Jack. I was saying to you all sort of day that it was always going to be one of them games where it was going to be a tight affair, a cagey affair. Tonight was just about getting over the line by hook or by crook. I sort of was saying to you all day, Jack, that I think tonight's going to be a very frustrating game, and it turned out that way. But the sign of a good team. We've seen Liverpool do it of late. Get over the line late. Even if you can't, just get over the line, no matter how you do it. I'm not going to say Arsenal are a good team, but they do have that knack of getting over the line. It doesn't matter how they do it. And Tottenham are starting to show that. It went for a week or two there, a couple of games. But what it does show to me is they're learning lessons. And that's all you can ask them to do. It was always going to be a tough game up there today. But you know what, Jack? That's why they call the best lumberjacks in the business. To go up there, trim the forest. We fucking cleaned it out. We're back on top 4. Let's fucking go.
Please tell me, John, that you got a good lumberjack outfit that you're going to rock this weekend, my man. Tell me, you got the suspenders, you got the flannel, blue jeans, all the good pairings. Big up to you, Johnny. Hopefully you're all right, sir. James Coffey says that was a tough watch. Forrest constantly fouling to break up our passing game. Bissouma cursed since I bought his jersey at the Liverpool game. James, I had a feeling, since you're a smart man, that you were a part of that, like I said, very elite, very prestigious sort of Bissouma third kit society, but it's not been so fun for you guys of recent, you Bissouma third kit society guys, and I'm sorry for that. Really, I think Bissouma has just had this unbelievable, and in a sad way, unbelievable sort of drop off, like just sort of snap of a finger. Someone said after Man City, I believe they said, he's just kind of dropped off, like sort of since then for some strange reason, and I'm not really sure why. It's just every part of his game has, I think, kind of gone down. I don't think he's as great defensively of recent. His touch is a bit off, and that means, he's not able to get past his man, receive it on the half turn like we saw him in other games and just tearing apart midfield. He's not has that urgency and that speediness to how he moves it about. he's just not played like his best self of recent. But it was a tough watch, like you say there as well, because of the Forest, tactical fouling and the referee not giving much to us. And also, just to be honest, like they really put everybody and their mother behind the ball today to, sort of keep it a close game. So it was going to always be maybe a bit of a bore at times. But I think Spurs still created some openings and still made it an exciting game. It wasn't like we just got completely lucky with the chances that we created. We did create some nice, the Richie goal was a lovely goal. And then even the
It's a
second.
great block of Kulu.
Yeah. And then the second was a great goal. And other chances we had were fine, created chances. So it's not like we were all that boring for the most part.
No, look, we had a couple of other chances, but look, we took enough of them, and that's all that matters. But look, when it comes to Bissouma, I mean, if I'm Ange Postecoglou, I'm really disappointed in the guy, really, really upset with the guy. He came in here, he said, look, you're key to my system. You're the tempo setter, you're key. He fluffed him up, everything, gave him DJ the dressing room, the whole lot. Started off on absolute fire, and you're like, fair play to Postecoglou. But whatever's going on with him lately, he needs to rectify. The sending off against Luton and that now tonight, he's letting Ange Postecoglou down, especially with the amount of faith that he's shown in him. He basically walked in, he said, it doesn't matter what midfielders we have, you're my guy. And he's just let him down. And for me, if I'm Postecoglou, I'm going to be absolutely raging because now he's missing for the next 3 to 4 games. And then he's off to AFCON as well. Some would say maybe perfectly timed. I'm not going to accuse him of that, though. But it's not good enough from Bissouma. And I'll be honest, right now he's playing like a glorified Harry Winks. Stuff I've seen out there today is stuff I used to absolutely lambaste Winks for. Sloppy passing when there's no pressure on him. Not being able to make him pass under pressure. Every time he gets the ball, just knock it back 5 yards and look pretty. It's nowhere near good enough. And I know people are going to say, Dave, you're being a bit harsh. But the reason why I'm being a bit harsh on Bissouma is because he's more of a Moussa Dembele than what he is a Harry Winks. So much more of a Moussa Dembele. There's an unbelievable player in there. But I just feel like he doesn't want to drag the best out of himself every single game. And for me, that is a problem. Someone needs to speak to him and say, look, you can be this. You can be this good. Why aren't you doing it? Why are you slacking off? You're going to regret it in a couple of years to come. So for me, that's why I feel like I'm doubling down on him. I've said last week he was being piss poor. I said that, a couple of shows there ago, Jack, that, he's doing Winksy stuff, which pisses me off. And the reason why it annoys me, because there's so much more to his game. If he's under pressure, that guy has the ability to be able to get on the ball, drive at players, take 2 or 3 out of the game. And we've seen this. I remember West Ham pre-season, he danced through the whole team down the middle of that pitch and probably should have scored. He'd done it earlier on in the season as well. And we need him back to that level. Once he's back to that level, now we've got the forward line sorted out. We will go and absolutely smash teams. We will steamroll over them. And he is the key.
He is definitely the key. And we need a good Bissouma if we really want to have a hope of, really climbing up this table. So we do depend on him. That's definitely true. Big up James Coffey and Dark Sun G as well, saying it does count because James got a 1-game ban for a misconduct. However, since he was injured, that ban was irrelevant. Never want this ref pairing ever again. This was a bad ref pairing, to be honest, Dark Sun G. You're right, with Oliver in the VAR. And then who's the on-field referee? I mean, I don't want to know his name, but I need to know his name for future reference. What was the on-field?
Gerard Gillette.
Gillette.
Whatever
Gillette. That's
Gillette.
Right. You kept calling him Gillette. No more Gillette and Oliver, please, Dark Sun G. And especially, I think Oliver really does have it out for us. I mean, I think he's somebody that I'd be worried about just for any sort of future games of any kind. I think he is gonna, never really look to, help Spurs. And also Gillette, to be honest, just on the field, really just couldn't really ever, find it within himself to, show a yellow card to Forrest. But he's also saying that, I think he's saying something about someone getting a game match ban or something. A doji maybe, or maybe he's speaking about Bissouma, or I'm assuming maybe he's speaking about Bissouma not coming back. I'm not sure, Dark Sun G. But then Adrian Chia comes back and saying, my bad, Bissouma suspension ends before he goes to AFCON.
Oh, I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. So basically, he's saying Reece James ended up getting a one game ban before from his contact, even though he was out injured. The game it still stood. So basically, he's saying with Bissouma, regardless whether he goes to Afcon or not, yeah, he'd be back before then anyway. But even if he wasn't, it would still sort of count why the games are ticking on why he's at Afcon.
I see. I see. And Adrian Gias, don't worry, my man. I think it's all a bit sort of, up in the air sometimes, these sort of questions. And as much as I feel like I should know the answer, often I am usually a bit, confused and a bit, sort of, kind of left dumbfounded by those sort of type of questions. Even sometimes certain referee sort of rules or questions, I can be a bit sort of dumbfounded. But big up Adrian Gia. And I hope Bissouma comes back a much better player, just comes back to sort of the player that we knew he was in the beginning of the season after he has this bit of time away. Big up to you, Adrian. And don't worry, the Bissouma Third Kit Society will be thriving once again sometime soon. Darkson G also said Vic saved us with 10 men, which Lloris hasn't done. You and I were in that lonely boat for a while, Darkson G, and sort of the Lloris kind of, doubters is probably the right and appropriate word, but really the more correct way in saying it was just I watched other goalkeepers throughout the Premier League, throughout Europe, and I just felt like if I compared Lloris to them, he was really slipping. He wasn't giving us what we needed in possession, even with defensive managers like Jose and Conte. Even Jose and Conte, from time to time, wanted to try to build out from the back to try to draw teams onto them so that they could hit them in behind and try to find that sort of space. And it was sort of frustrating that even when we were playing defensive, don't get me wrong, and we weren't all that interested in having the ball sometimes, but even when we did try to build out from the back with Jose and Conte, Lloris would hurt us. He really would in possession. He would give us a lot of scares. He had some moments where he did end up sort of costing us a goal with his feet. And then the saves, like what we saw from Vicario today, the saves just were not there. Like he wasn't pulling off those Vicario crack saves that we're seeing now. He just simply wasn't. He was letting in goals. And then in a couple of occasions, like last season, he let in some pretty bad ones and then ended up showing some pretty bad body language, despite being, the captain as well. So for me, like I think in your case too, I was just sort of, as much as he's been a great servant to this club, I was just sort of done with him. Like I just felt like he was doing too many things that just aren't really acceptable really as like sort of the starting number one goalkeeper. You have to be good with your feet in the modern game. You do have to still make saves. And I think you have to be a leader from behind the sticks as well. You do have to be vocal. You have to be yelling at your players. You have to be telling them where to stand, what sort of threats are about. And Vicario is also apparently, a much better leader from behind the sticks than what some people have said about Lloris, from what I heard. Like Vicario's constantly talking. It's just, like I say, probably, while it's not, the most sexy position sometimes, maybe goalkeeper, I think it might be the best signing of this summer, actually. Vicario really is.
Do you know what? It's one I actually have a lot of respect for. A goalkeeper isn't easy to play, It actually
Different
isn't that
position.
easy. Yeah, it's completely different. It's not that easy to play. Vic makes it look easy. Just to add what you're saying, Jack, I completely agree with you. Look, it is important to highlight Hugo Lloris was great for us in years gone by. But when your goalkeeper's saving these biggest mistakes for the biggest games, that's when it's time to say goodbye. And that, unfortunately, Hugo Lloris was at that stage.
Yeah. And we were all in that boat, Dark Sundry, where we just felt like we needed to move on from Hugo, and I'm glad we have. And, Hugo gets to look on from the sidelines and see, an excellent replacement from him or for him for the future. Adrian Chia saying, my bad. Or sorry, yeah, we got to that. And I really appreciate the support from both of you, Dark Sun G and Adrian. Really do appreciate both of you, as well as James Coffey and John from earlier, and Ian Cook. Some great points from you guys. Dark Sun G saying, if we had Raya, we would have lost Luton and the Forest away game. Here's the thing with David Raya, Dark Sun G. I'm not sure if I had mentioned it when we were first comparing him and Vicario, but I had said that Raya seems to be much better with actually sort of getting it launched from sort of like a drop kick sort of kind of situation, not from actually the ball being on the floor and played to him. He seems good with his feet from, those sort of kind of, counterattack, he kind of goes for that sort of drop kick, to the striker, and he's very accurate with it. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's great with his feet, whereas Vicario is good at receiving the ball, picking out an option, not picking out like a hospital pass, too often either, which I think a lot of goalkeepers are guilty of, playing some pretty bad hospital passes into players. So Vicario, I think, is probably a better shot stopper than Raya, I would argue. But then with his feet, it's not even a contest. I think Vicario is actually probably shown to be one of the best goalkeepers with his feet in the league, even this season, too. He's really so cool under pressure. So cool.
Do you know what? Just on that quickly, I question how much we actually were after David Raya. And look, this is a tactic I brought up that Paratici has used before.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant, by the way. He had everyone's attention. Tottenham was going for David Raya, while we were working silently in the background on Vicario. So it's more of a look over here, not over here. All of a sudden, Tottenham's like Vicario, and every other big club that we're looking at him goes, fuck, we may change our targets, because everyone was looking at him. It's actually genius what Paratici does in that regard, where he'll throw a smoke grenade over there, everyone rushes over. He's like, thank you. How much for Big Vic? Absolutely brilliant. I actually question how much we actually wanted David Raya. I don't think we do. We done the same with Bissouma. We used Christian Eriksen's situation at Brentford at that time. Everyone was focused on that. We steered all the big clubs over towards Eriksen. Next thing we announced Bissouma, and everyone's scratching their head going,
yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Not to manage that.
Yeah.
We were looking at Tapsoba all summer long, while Liverpool were looking at Van der Ven. All of a sudden, Van der Ven comes. All the big clubs are left scratching their head. How did Tottenham manage that? Like I've said to people before, one of the big rumors where it's so focused on, we're working on something different.
The genius of that with Paratici, though, is that you do kind of then end up, working a deal maybe without all the attention from the media, from the press, and then you probably get a better price then for it because of that, because, there's not all that much attention really on you, and it is quite genius. And I'm glad we don't have David Raya, believe me, Dark Sun G. I mean, he is shaky on the ball. I'm surprised. He's actually one of the luckiest goalkeepers. He's probably deserved 1 or 2 own goals this season from some of his kind of risks that he's taken. He also says, if Willian can still play as a winger, Son can still play as a winger. Great point. Also, Lloris made mistakes that made costly goals for a while. However, all of the goals Vicario has conceded haven't been his fault. This shows that Vicario was a good signing. Even too, I don't like to, or I do like to, but in this case, it is and he's not saying good signing, a God signing. I agree with that. That's why he's the big Vic behind the sticks, Dark Sun G. But this season, I believe Vicario, I'd be curious if I checked up on it again. But when it comes to that post-shot expected goals, which is pretty much, a measurement of, keepers and how good they are at, saving, shots that, according to the XG algorithm, should be goals, right? According to that algorithm, they should be goals. And, certain keepers are good enough that they can, stand out against that sort of statistic. And I think he was one of the best, in the beginning of the season. I'd be curious how that looks now when it comes to, I bet he is probably the best, considering the amazing, saves that he had against Chelsea and other ones. Like, he has been absurd this season, Dark Sun G. He's been so many ones that we just expect to go in. We all of a sudden see the ball just, flying away from, the goal because Vicario's pulled out some spectacular save. Like, so many times we're just convinced it's in, and Vicario has saved us, and he really is. He's on crack, my man. He really is. And also on Sonny, Dave, maybe go back to this one. Sonny, I mean, once again, right, showing that he can play on the left wing. If Willian can do it, Sonny can do it. Great point.
I mean, look, Sonny could always do it. I think, at Spurs, we make too much of a focus. We don't pay enough attention to the injuries. Like, the club are telling us these players are injured. They're telling us, but we don't listen to it. And then there was this narrative formed around Son. He's getting on. He can't play left wing, etc., etc. And pissing me off and frustrating me last year. But credit to him, he still went out there and performed, even though he's nowhere near his best. But this notion that Son can't play wing anymore is absolutely codswallop and a load of bollocks. Look, Dark Sun, I've been fighting it the last week that Son can still play left wing. I've been fighting it the last week that he's more effective out on the left wing than he is up front. That's my personal opinion. And it does seem that Ange Postecoglou seems to agree with me. Why he's so influential to us is because when he's playing up front, if he was playing up front tonight, everyone would have been looking for someone like Son to start stepping up and doing what he started doing, driving at players, putting balls into the box and stuff like that. Do that. Whereas what Son done is, although he didn't score today, what he done is he got us going. He led the way in terms of what to do. He showed others what to do. And then eventually Kulu started doing it. That's where the first goal came from and where the second goal came from. From him showing that leadership on the pitch. Guys, this is what you do. None of this tiki-taka, Guardiola bore you to sleep bullshit. We're here to play Ange ball. And this is how you beat teams that flood the box with 5 men. Do this, do that. And everyone has stepped up because of it. Absolutely brilliant performance from Son. I feel like Tottenham sometimes we're too quick to write off players the last few years. And I completely understand why. Because, we're so frustrated with performances and stuff like that. And even right now, we still can't believe that we're winning games. I still wake up every day. When's it going to come crashing down? Because that's the way I've been made to believe as a Spurs fan over the last few years. But this guy can't play left wing. He's shown everyone he can play there. And credit to the guy. And this is what I love about him. I see so much about players at Tottenham. Likes of Ben Davies and Dyer and people like that in years gone by. But he's not a centre-back, Davies, and natural in this position. Okay, but he was washed up in that position. He's been moved inside or what have you not. But there's excuses. And I've always made the argument, if you're a good player, you can play multiple positions. It doesn't matter. Playing left wing, right wing, it's the same thing. Going in from the left wing nowadays into forward, more or less, still the sort of same thing. Look at Kulu, for instance, can play a right wing, goal and assist off the right wing today, but has equally shown good performances down the middle. Good quality players can play everywhere. Crap players are system players, and you have to cater to that exact position. And that's the difference. We're now out of that where we're sort of looking at crap players that can only play a certain role or a certain position. And we're now playing with players that just have a bit of football IQ that can play in multiple positions. And Postecoglou has demonstrated that with team talks. Look at Emerson, left back, right back, centre back, and long may it continue, because I hate when people tell me, oh, but he's not this, he's this. It's like, if he's good enough, he can play both. Football ain't rocket science. It really isn't. So I'm delighted on that. And just lastly on Vicario, and then I'm going to take a break because I'm about to pass out. When it comes to Big Vic, he's already my favourite ever Tottenham goalkeeper. Just putting that out there.
Oh, already becoming quickly all-time favorite. Love that. And big up to Daniel Horton saying Vicario's mentality is maybe even his strongest attribute. This keeper will win us trophies. Yeah. An amazing comment from Daniel Horton there. Really great to see. Peter M as well. Good to see you joining us. Big up Dave and Jack. Good result, except for Bissouma's second red of the season. No, and I think that's going to be a talking point for some time. Phil Coy's good to see you. Decky was absolute quality tonight. Yes, that he was, and also stepped up in the big moments, didn't he, Phil? And he got some clinical ones over the line for us, and really good to see you in the house. Adrian Chia saying, anyone know how to remove a name from a jersey? But listen, Adrian, I think Bissouma is going to come back to his best. He's going to come back to his best, and that's a nice looking kit. Number 8, Bissouma on the back, man. It's a good kit. Don't start doubting it. I mean, believe me, I've been there. I got the Richarlison back here. I've been there. I've thought, about, is this really, just, a tough one to wear, even especially in public, on my Richie runs, I look like a crazy person half the time, Adrian. So believe me, I think coming from a guy who wears a Richie jersey, I think you're fine, my man. I think you got some more time on. I think you got some more time. No need to be panicking. No need to be panicking yet. Big up to you, Adrian, though. And I think Nick, he's also, in the third kit society. So I bet he's also maybe slightly a little frustrated right now, knowing that that's a kit that he has. But I bet he would tell you, keep the confidence in the Bissouma. Keep it in him. Big up to you, though, Adrian. Really appreciate it. And as well, Dark Sun G saying, Villa lost to Forest away. We beat Forest away, and Villa beat us at our home. This is the Premier League. I don't remember the bench for Luton, but Dyer red card cursed. I think he was maybe worried that in another situation of a red card, but Dyer would come on. Fair point, Dark Sunji, and disastrous scenario. It could have been, but I guess since it was 2 in midfielder, it wasn't necessary to bring on, another, center back of any type. Dyer luckily didn't have to make an impact. But Villa, I mean, to be honest, I felt like when I watched that game to them against Forest played really well in that game, and they did frustrate Villa. They sort of played similar to how they did against us. They set up every man behind the ball, really forced Villa to have to sort of play more in front of them. And it frustrated Villa by the looks of
Mm-hmm.
things. And they didn't really do a good job in actually creating any chances. And when I watched that game, I think when Forrest got that opening goal, I kind of, from the beginning, I sort of felt like, yeah, I don't think Villa are going to win tonight. It just didn't look like one of those games where they were going to really, open up, Forrest enough to really create the chances that they needed to win the game, especially after they went 1-0 up so early from that game. But Spurs didn't really give Forrest that many chances actually in the first half. And then we just took that one chance. I think we had a couple with Son in the beginning, but that chance that we created with Richie, we just took it. And then once we took it, like we always, or like I used to say, or like I try to say, heads do go down, and players do start to lose motivation. The moment that the better team, in the case of Spurs, the team that has been dominating you, if you don't get to halftime 0-0 or still, with a draw of some kind, or not even, or maybe 1-0 up, if you go down 1-0 towards the end of that half, it's hard to get the motivation to go after it. It really is. And once we got the second, it was over. They weren't going to be able to come back. They just aren't a good enough team. They're already under a lot of pressure, so it was important that we got that distance. So I think we just did what Villa couldn't. I think we actually did open up that back line, and we did cause Forest problems. Despite every man and their mother being behind the ball, we still caused them problems.
Yeah, look, well, it's not easy to break teams down like that, but, look, at times I would like us to move the ball a bit quicker, sometimes I do think we're a bit slow at moving the ball and stuff like that, but look, at the end of the day, it's job done, Villa found that hard there, but they're better, so that cancels that out. We're only 2 points behind them, hopefully they lose at the weekend, and, look, maybe catching Villa won't be so difficult.
And then Phil Coys as well, celebrating 15 months as a fan show member. Thank you again, Phil Coys. Really appreciate your service to us, my man. He says, glad we have 2 home games next against Everton and Brighton with these suspensions included. Disappointed in Bissouma tonight, madness and senseless. We'll get to Bissouma in a second there, but I'm glad that it's Everton and Brighton at home instead of away like this fixture. I think those games are a lot harder when they are away from home.
Brighton's away from home.
He's saying we have 2 home games next against Everton and Brighton.
No, we've got Everton at home, Brighton away, and then Bournemouth at home, unless the Brighton one has been switched to home, but it's away.
In the case of Everton, I'm glad that's at home versus being away from home. I think Everton have had good form away from home this season, but still, I'd much rather be at our stadium than at Goodison Park. I think they are already in good form as well, so I imagine it's kind of a buzzing ground. Don't want to play there. I'd much rather be at ours, and I think we benefit from that. Brighton, I think we've actually been pretty good against them. We've even gotten really lucky against Brighton.
We always beat them.
We've always gotten really lucky against them in certain occasions too, Phil. So let's just hope that it's a bit of the football gods on our side like it has been in the past. But he's saying towards the end there, disappointed in Bissouma tonight, madness and senseless. I think disappointed is the right word.
Yeah, disappointed. Look, I'm going to use the same way that I use with Romero. I don't mind a player that sort of, has that bit in him. I just think if I'm Postecoglou, I'm disappointed because it's followed up by the Luton game. AFCON around the corner. You're really sort of relying on Bissouma over the next few games. Get as many minutes out of his legs as you can before he heads off, before others have to step in. And he's absolutely key to what Postecoglou wants to do, Look, what I will say is it looks worse when it's slowed down. It looks a lot worse when it's slowed down. When it was actually at speed, the first few replays we see, I actually thought he's making a meal of it. But where I think, people are maybe saying it's reckless and stuff like that is he catches him on the knee. Now, look, he's high, he's over the ball. But I do agree with Phil in terms of it is a red card. It's more of a red card than what Romero got sent off for, 100%. At least Romero kicked the ball first and then followed through and hit the man. But with Bissouma, he sort of just missed the ball altogether. So I can see why they called it. But, look, it is what it is. I'm not going to get on his case. But you also have to understand, with the way Postecoglou wants the guys to play, press, get after them, get tackles in, bookings, cards, sending offs, they're going to happen. It's going to be part and parcel of Postecoglou ball with the way we want to play. And if any player is pulling out challenges and not going in, Postecoglou will be the first one to bollock them and haul them off the pitch.
True.
So, look, it is what it is. It comes with the way we play.
True. Big up, Phil Coys. Thank you for your support for these 15 months, my man, and hope to see you on the fan show sometime soon. Have a chat with us. Dark Sun G saying, even good midfielders get 2 reds for stupid fouls. Look at Casemiro. I always really liked, actually, Casemiro, to be honest, Dark Sun G, especially when he was at Real Madrid. I did really like his game. He had the tactical fouls in him, very cynical ones as well. He did have the dark arts. He was one of the masters of the dark arts, I think, in that Real Madrid team. Listen, though, I think in Bissouma's case, for kind of stupid fouls or kind of stupid red cards, I think the Luton Town one was silly.
That was stupid.
That was stupid, but I think I understood sort of it was a bit of a, how do you call it? It's just sort of rush of blood to the head, where I think he was trying to make something happen out of nothing. Like, we weren't creating anything. He was actually having an all right game. And then he just wanted to do too much. He tried to take it past 2 or 3 players and then got caught and sort of then tried to make a meal of it, gets punished for it. And I think he, in the moment, wasn't thinking about his yellow card while he was trying to get past those 2 or 3 players. And then in this situation, he gives the ball away in a bad situation. And I think he's just sort of desperate to sort of clean it up and then make sort of a bad challenge, in sort of his desperation to clean up from sort of the initial giveaway. And I can sort of understand that happening, believe me. I think it happens to the best sort of midfielders, and Casemiro is not a bad example of it for sure in that case. And then also Dark Sun G saying Kulu is playing well even with his mask, which is hard to do. The 6-month loan, Kulu is back, but better in my opinion. This shows form is temporary, but class is certainly permanent. Victor Osimhen, I guess, is the other player that played quite well with the mask on. I think Lewandowski had a period where he was all right with the mask on. Sonny, yeah, you're Sonny, Dark Sun G. Very good point, Davo. Had a great period with the mask on. He was all right with it. There were other games when he didn't like it, you could tell. But classy players can play with the mask on, Dark Sun G. And a lot of NBA players, I think, struggle with it. This is true. A lot of players struggle with it in general. It can be hard, and he's done very well despite having that on. Dave, would you say he's almost played better with it on?
Yeah, he's almost, he can block out everything else that's around him and just be sort of tunnel visioned. But no, look, Kulusevski has been absolutely unbelievable so far this season. Even when the goals and assists weren't happening, he's working incredibly hard for the team. And when you look at it, even at his worst, he still does a great shift for the team. We've got one hell of a player on our hands, and I absolutely love him, to have more pace, but at the end of the day, he uses his body and his strength to world-class ability, and that's what buys him the time on the ball. That's what, is why he's able to dribble with the ball, and he's hard to knock off. He's been absolutely sensational this season, and every opportunity he gets as well, he comes out, he praises Ange Postecoglou, speaks about how fun training is, how great of a man Postecoglou is. This guy Kulu is fully poised, and I absolutely love him. I bloody love him. Do you know why? Because he's not your traditional man, but he's absolutely effective in everything he does. I absolutely love the guy, and I know every time he steps on that pitch, he will bleed lily white and blue. He will represent this the way I want to, the way a fan wants it represented. Always get with him. I have never once, even on his worst game, ever questioned Kulu's commitment to the cause, which I have done with a lot of other players in the past. So credit to the big man. He's absolutely unbelievable.
Big up, Dark Sun G. I love Kulusevski. I think he's been probably one of the best players from this season. I think this is, a season that he really needed to have because there were some doubts over him, and I think he's put, a lot of silence to a lot of those critics, so far this season. And I am loving the NBA celebrations with the mask as well. That is a nice combo for sure. Dark Sun G following up as well, saying, in my opinion, I think it's a blessing that Bissouma got a red because now we can give the midfielder time and we can give the midfield time to be match fit so they won't be rusty when Sarr and Bissouma are gone to AFCON. So he's, I think, referring to maybe players like Højbjerg, players like Gio, Skippy. I guess they can have more time to sort of, in a way, try to bring the best form out of themselves while maybe players like Bissouma are gone, which is a fair point. And then also, I think in the
Mm.
case of Bissouma, he already was in kind of a bit of a bad patch of form, anyways. Dark Sunji, like he hasn't been playing well in the last few games. So in a way, maybe this sort of moment where he is forced to take time away again can maybe help a player reconcentrate, refocus, and sort of think about maybe what went wrong over that period, etc. And they can try to sort of fix whatever's maybe been leading to sort of maybe that bad patch of form, if there is an easy fix of any kind. But maybe it's harder to do when you're playing sort of week in, week out like this. Maybe a time away can help a player. So it could be good for Bissouma, could also be good for players like Gio, and can be good for players like Skip and Højbjerg, like you say there. Good point.
Bissouma can go and enjoy his Christmas. He can go and have the full trimmings, everything out Christmas period. So he can go off and enjoy that. So fair play to you, Bissouma, if it was timed. Look, that Sunji makes a great point. It's now time for other players to step up. Højbjerg's been unhappy with his game time. But you're going to get a run of 4 or 5 games now, at least, in that position. So now's your chance to stake your claim for that lineup. Instead of sitting there moaning you ain't in there, take your opportunity now when it comes. He was good when he came on today. He was another one that, kept the ball very well, getting us up the pitch as well. Let's not let that go under the radar. But like you said, Jack, his best performances this season have been off the bench. He had levels when he started, but now it's a huge opportunity for him. I think he was exposed a little bit in the 8 last week. Playing in that 6 is what he's good at. Getting the ball into him, letting it pop round the corner. That's what he's good at. So now there's an opportunity for him. He's back. There might be an opportunity there for him either. So whoever it is, about playing time, now's your opportunity to go and step up. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, definitely. Really, definitely. And Dark Sunji, really hoping for Bissouma to come back better and come back to his best self. Daniel Horton from earlier saying, I wear my Richie top with pride, as you should be, Richie, and also up in beautiful Alaska. It's nice to see that somebody's wearing a Richarlison jersey up there. Somebody's got to represent. Big up to you, sir. And Phil Coy saying, Dave and Jacko, pigeon dance. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs. We did a pigeon dance for that goal celebration. Phil Coys, feel free to go back and look at it, my man. Feel free to go back and look for it. We definitely pulled out the pigeon dance for sure. And really appreciate you tuning in as well, Phil Coys. But any sort of final parting words from you, Davo, on this sort of evening and going into this weekend?
Look, first of all, everybody enjoy the football and the sports that's on offer over the weekend selection. Just in terms of what I watch, you've got football all weekend. You've got UFC tomorrow night. No doubt there's probably some American football and basketball going on over in the States. We've got the win. That's all that matters. Now we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the festive period. We're next up on the 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve. Hopefully Tottenham can get the win then, make our Christmases, and then we'll be back v Brighton. Look, there's a nice period ahead where we can put some points on the board. Let's do it. Let's get the injured players back and let's see what we can make of it. Ain't over yet. Just like people said to me at the start of the season, challenge after 10 games. Well, you're also not written off after 16, 17 games either. So let's see what we can do. But I'm absolutely pumped. Credit to the boys getting over the line tonight. I can absolutely love it. Kiss of the crest. Let's go. Roll on next week.
Roll on next week. Well done. Phil Coys, well done, everybody in the chat. Really do appreciate the support. Everybody that has tuned in throughout the watch along, thanks for picking us as your destination for watching the games with us, enjoying it with us, and Spurs get another win. And it's nice to see that maybe we can start climbing back up that table like where we belong and where we were before. Everybody, if you want to support the channel in an extra way, feel free to grab a membership. Feel free as well just to leave a like button. That helps us out, recommending the watch along to you guys next time. Really appreciate Dark Sun G, Adrian Chia, Phil Coys, James Coffey, John, Ian Cook, Jerome, so many people tonight. The Big D, as well as I think Fazzy Radfar, Martin Knightsbridge, Moondog, really appreciate you all for supporting the channel in an extra way. It does really go a long way in keeping it going and keeping it firing. And we do appreciate everybody that is also a member and it just, finds a way to support the channel in any way that they can. But I think we'll leave you there, everybody. Once again, go off, enjoy your weekends. Spurs have not ruined it. Spurs have decided to make your weekend, and we go into it with a bit of bliss, knowing that we can watch maybe the rest of the teams
Christmas
crumble
bliss.
crumble after us. So everybody, we'll see you.
Just quickly, the man of the match poll, Kulusevski is the winner, coming out today with 69% of the votes, with over 479 votes. So well done on that, Kulu. But guys, it's Christmas time. We let in light and we banish. Come on, let's go.
Big up, everyone. Come on, you Spurs. In the big Ange we trust. We never stop. See you, everybody.